Hi guys! Oh, Jesus, need to put my fucking camera on, it'll be helpful. Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of the General Gerry channel. I'd like to thank my guest, Terrence, being here right now. We're waiting on Wrestling Jesus. He's gonna be on here, pretty soon. He's gonna be on here in the next 5 minutes. I've also invited Seanzviewent Entertainment as well as many others onto the show. Fuck, dude, look at this shit that's on my lip. Oh, God. I cut myself, so I did, so that's why I have that. Oh, God. Anyway, Terrence, we're going to be discussing some WWE stuff, and then we're going to get into some of the world news right now, before we get into it, so...
Alright, no problem. No problem. Before we start, General Gerry has made an appearance on my podcast last night. If any of you guys want to check that out, check out my channel, The Wrestling Express. It was me, him, and Mr. Angry Mark. We were discussing about a little bit of Raw and how we buried the shit out of it. A very good discussion and a little bit about Royal Rumble talk as well. And so if you want to see General Gerry in action on a hangout, check that shit out. So, yeah.
Yeah, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the Undertaker. He is reportedly getting fit right now for being in the ring. Several rumors saying he might be in the Royal Rumble. I doubt it. But apparently he might be, he's getting in ring shape for WrestleMania. What's your take on this now? Undertaker getting geared up again, doing his weight training. What do you think about this?
I think it's great. You obviously have to condition yourself and, work out and train yourself for a match. And in terms of him being in the Rumble match, for me personally, that would add a little bit more prestige into this Royal Rumble match, because when we were discussing about this Rumble match and how it's for the championship, it would have been nice if they had a couple of big names on there. You have Brock, you have Roman, possibly Triple H, and then if you add Undertaker into the mix, I think that would add some interest in there as well. And if Cena wasn't hurt, he would have been in the Rumble match too, and that could have been a very star-studded Rumble. But yeah, I think that it's a good thing for Taker to get ready for a big match, whether if it's the Royal Rumble and obviously it's WrestleMania and all the other crap. So yeah, good for him. Good for him.
And these guys here in the comments section, we're going to check out what you guys are writing right now. So if you're in the chat box, write something and we will give you guys a shout out right now. So you guys are in control, motherfuckers. You guys are in control. So write anything on the chat box, we'll give you guys a shout out. So I have the wee screen up there for me, to check you guys out and see what you guys are saying. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Sonny. Oh boy.
Trust me, it's not sunny outside. It's pretty cloudy up in here.
Sunny side up, motherfuckers.
Are you talking about, because if you want to talk about sunny, I think you're wrong, Gerry. It's cloudy outside here in Toronto. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
On Vivid in that contract, it is shining out of that contract. Shining. It's blinding.
It's blinding, man. All the pussy juice and all that other crap.
For anyone who doesn't know, Sonny, it's been confirmed she has done a porn movie. And this does add the question, Terrence. Well, because Triple H said that he wouldn't put China in the Hall of Fame because of what she did in the past. Now that Sonny, who has done this, is currently now, as we speak, still in the Hall of Fame, after the DUI, after the racism, what's going on? Should they... I mean, logically, by what Triple H said on the Stone Cold podcast, they should put China in the Hall of Fame.
Well, obviously they should have put China in the Hall of Fame, because really, it's not more so about the whole porn issue and the drugs and all the other stuff. It's more so Stephanie McMahon. You know what I mean? the reason why China is not in the Hall of Fame is not because she done porn or the drugs and all that other crap. It's because of Stephanie McMahon doesn't want anything to do with her. After all, Triple H dated China before Steph. Whether the story was Triple H cheated on China and for Steph or all the other crap, we don't know, and I certainly don't really care. So it's more so about Stephanie McMahon than anything else. And as for Sunny, should she be removed from the Hall of Fame? Well, she's already removed herself from the Hall of Fame just by the way she's been acting on social media. So it doesn't really matter to me if she's removed from the Hall of Fame or not. At the end of the day, if I don't care, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't like Sunny. I don't find her very attractive. I just don't find her attractive at all. She all the BS and bullshit she tends to go around on Twitter or Facebook, whether she's trolling or not, she's already, at the end of the day, she's just ruining her self-image and all that other crap. So that's basically my opinion on this whole Sunny, or should I call it cloud with a chance of syphilis kind of girl. I don't know. Like that. So yeah.
You see, I'm not gonna judge her because she did the video. I'm not gonna judge her for that because China did as well. The difference is though is that it is a double standard because Triple H said, well, we can't put China in the Hall of Fame because she did this. Yet your Hall of Famer is doing this. Like, it's a double standard. Also, like, you know, Sean Waltman, X-Pac, is involved in the WWE. And he was the one that did it. So, to me, it's a bit ridiculous.
We got Eric over here, buddy.
We got Eric here. Eric, you got a bit of an echo or mate again.
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah, again. Yeah, are you using speakers? Eric, see if you could. You know what you could do? Put headphones in your laptop to stop the sound, and then have your microphone in front of you so that the sound isn't like there's no echo. That's what you should do, mate. Cause like that will help you. You know what I mean? But you know, in terms of Sunny, you know, I'm not gonna judge her because of what she did. I'm not gonna judge her. Although I do judge her about the racist shit, I do
Her
judge her
character.
with that bullshit.
You
What the
judge her
fuck?
more so about her character rather than what she
You know,
did. You know what I mean?
and the thing is that I've defended her on multiple occasions. On multiple occasions, on my channel. And, you know, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I said, listen, just because she's doing this, like when she did the whole Skype thing, I was like, listen, it's up to her. It's her life. You know, she can do whatever she wants. But, I will say this. She should not be saying racist stuff because if we all remember, Hulk Hogan got fired for saying shit like that. So, you know, people could say it's a double standard for Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean? And ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by Matt from In the Rope Show. Matt, how are you, sir?
I'm fantastic. I'm actually on a lunch break for work right now, but I just thought I'd stop in for maybe like 10 minutes and just kind of chat with y'all. What's going on?
So, Matt, there's a big fucking discussion right now. It's about Sunny, okay? Have you heard the news about her?
Yeah, she just signed a porn deal, right? And there's a preview of her getting fucked in the ass.
So, I need to ask you something, Matt, right? Sunny said racist stuff on her Twitter and her profile, right? And Hulk Hogan got fired, right? Sunny has not been eliminated, but taken off the Hall of Fame, right? She did porn. China can't be in the Hall of Fame, but Sunny is still in the Hall of Fame. Do you think there's a double standard? What do you think's going on with that?
I just want to know whose dick Sunny is sucking. I mean, obviously she has good skills if she's in porn right now. Maybe she's doing that for somebody backstage and we don't even know about it. But I'm just saying something's going on because people have been taken out of the Hall of Fame for much less, or in some cases, pretty much the same thing. Even Hulk Hogan had a sex tape at some point. So, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that she's still in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what kind of publicity the WWE thinks they're getting. It's entirely negative when they still have a fucking PG product. So your guess is as good as mine, man. I don't know why it's going on. I don't know why there is that double standard. I don't know. It's really fucking
my
odd.
God, we got Seanzviewent Entertainment in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Seanzviewent Entertainment. Holy shit, Sean, how are you, mate?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, here, Sean, I need to ask you this about this right now. Me and Matt were discussing it right there. It's about Sonny, okay? Have you heard the news about Sonny?
Oh yeah, I think it's spreading like wildfire as we speak.
I need to ask you, Sean, right? Because I personally want China in the Hall of Fame. China has commented on my video. She wants to be in the Hall of Fame. Sonny has done these things on Skype. She's done porn. She's also said racist stuff. So how come she's still in the Hall of Fame, but China isn't? What's your take on that?
Well, I say this: if Sonny, if Bret Hart, if Hulk Hogan, if all these guys are in the WWE Hall of Fame and girls for past wrongdoings. Listen, nobody's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. But you know what? China should be recognized for her trials and contributions for what she's done for WWE. They don't have to separate her sex life with her WWE life because, quite honestly, it's two different things completely. So the fact that the WWE continues to just ignore, China and just continues to just – and listen, once again, no one's perfect. Everyone's done their wrongdoings. But the fact that they can put someone like that in like you were saying earlier about Hulk Hogan, he said racist stuff. And even though the WWE is kind of trying to go away from Hogan, he's still in the Hall of Fame. So to not put China in the Hall of Fame is, to me, it's ass backwards. And I'll, like I said, you can say, well, Stephanie McMahon has something to do with that, or this person has something to do with it. The bottom line is it's a bunch of smoke and mirrors, and in my opinion, it's a bunch of excuses. And there is no reason why, the Ultimate Warrior, for God's sakes, is in the Hall of Fame after all the bad, timing and after all the issues that they had. Bruno Sammartino is in the freaking Hall of Fame for God. I mean, you look at all these top guys that have had problems and they're in the Hall of Fame, but yet China can't get in. I don't think I'll ever understand that. And if she never goes in, it's just sad. It is. It's just sad.
Dude, it's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace, Matt. You have any more comments on that?
I definitely think China should be in the Hall of Fame. It is completely ridiculous that she isn't. But, and I know, Sean, you kind of touched on, smoke and mirrors. It's all kind of an excuse about who's on top right now. Triple H has a pretty high spot right now in the WWE, and I think everybody kind of knows that Triple H and China don't really see eye to eye. So that probably has a lot to do with the fact that China right now is not in the Hall of Fame.
I just, when I look at it, I'm like, China innovated the women's division. She was the first woman to be in the Royal Rumble. She was the first woman to win a men's championship. She was the first woman to face actual men in the ring. She innovated the sport. And the fact that China isn't in the Hall of Fame, and I don't care what anyone says, and I said this when this shit broke out a year ago, and I made a video about it, and I defended China. And I'm with Vince Russo on this. I defended China to a point where she even commented on my video. That's how crazy this shit is. She commented on my video saying, I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And China deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I would love to interview China at some point. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I just want to say China...
Well, let's not say that, because everybody thought Ultimate Warrior would ever make it into the WWE Hall of Fame, then that happened. Look, it's going to take the right time. It will eventually happen. Triple H has got to get the sledgehammer out of his ass. He's got to move on from whatever kind of beef he has with China. He needs to go like Gandhi and have no beef and just move the fuck on. So I think Triple H, in my opinion, I'm going to say this till the cows go home, has a lot to do with China not being in the Hall of Fame.
Well, this brings us to our next segue, is Triple H. The rumor is Triple H may win the Royal Rumble on Sunday. He might win it. The question is, does Triple H have too much power? Does he have too much power?
No. If you're talking about him just winning just to winning, or winning the Royal Rumble just to win it, no, I wouldn't say he has too much power. Because if you think about it, that's the main storyline that's going on right now in the WWE. It's Roman Reigns versus the Authority. Remember, he took out Triple H, and Vince McMahon said on Raw a few weeks back, when Triple H comes back, you're not going to see him coming. So it's not so much for Triple H to win the belt and look dominant. It's to screw over Roman Reigns so he has that defining WrestleMania victory against Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania 32, because they're trying to get Roman Reigns over as the next John Cena, the next big face of the company. So they're trying to screw him over at every point so that the fans sympathize with Roman Reigns. So you come on, it's Triple H, right? He's going to position himself in any big match to get a goddamn payday. It's the way it goes. I mean, look, and I'm not saying that's the best thing in the world, but right now, with so many superstars injured, you kind of have to use Triple H in that capacity.
Okay. Sean, what's your take on this? Sean? Sean's view? Oh, Sean is, he's still there. He's just, he needs to take a second there. Well, do you want me to make my point and then we'll get back to Sean's view entertainment? My point is quite simple. Is that you have guys like Kevin Owens, you have guys like Dean Ambrose, you have guys up there in that kind of mid-card, okay? The problem is with that mid-card is that nobody is invested in them, and they could have used that to push them more. Perfect example, you could have turned Dean Ambrose heel, Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns, it would have been more of an incentive. Now, I understand why they're going down this Triple H route. I understand that. But Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns, if Dean Ambrose was a heel, it would make even more logical sense. It gives Dean Ambrose more of an incentive in the main event. It pushes him more as a star. And not only that, but it pushes Roman Reigns as a star. But having Triple H, it's like, how many matches does this guy want? You know, he's already buried Sting at the last WrestleMania. He's already faced Taker multiple times. Is he now becoming an Undertaker figure where Triple H needs a match? You know, he's taking up that card with these hard workers that have been working all year round. And then when they go to WrestleMania, you got Triple H, Undertaker, Rock, Cena, blah, 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 whatever it may be.
Well, the newest report I'm hearing about this is that, yeah, it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Triple H at WrestleMania, but now the new report going out is that it won't be for the WWE World title and that Bray Wyatt is going to win the Royal Rumble.
That's not going to happen.
Whoa.
That's not going to happen. Why? Why would they have... We already had Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. Why do they want to go down that well again? And they already fucking teased Brock Lesnar and Bray Wyatt. And I know there's been some report that it's going to be Braun Dickman versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, but I'm pretty sure...
It's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt for the WWE World title at WrestleMania is the plan they're going with right now.
So they're saying Bray Wyatt versus Lesnar?
Yep, for the title at WrestleMania.
That makes no sense. Because then you're essentially saying that Brock Lesnar is... Well, okay, I guess you could make an argument that Brock Lesnar is one of the top faces of the WWE, but are they really going to have a fucking part-timer, Brock Lesnar, win the title just to beat Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 32? Because they're not going to let Bray Wyatt win, especially not the fucking belt.
Matt, you have to bear in mind, this is WWE we're talking about. They have a Royal Rumble that it's very hard to fuck up. You got Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Triple H. It's very hard to fuck up them things, right? They could fuck it up. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Listen.
Well, they said the reason.
I'm not saying that report is bullshit. But listen, Sean. What I'm saying is, if they're trying to push Roman Reigns as the new John Cena, as the new face of the company, they need to have him in the main event of WrestleMania 32, winning the belt from Triple H. I don't want that to happen, and fuck, I'm not even a Roman Reigns fan. I'm just saying if that's their agenda, that's what they need to do.
Well, the report goes on to state that the reason why they're going with Bray Wyatt is because in the past, yes, he's had opportunities in the main event, but not to the point where right now there's no Cena, there's no Orton, there's no Rollins. There's a lot of main event level guys out, so now they're saying this is why they're going to position Bray Wyatt in this position for WrestleMania, and they're actually saying that he's going to defeat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Do you think what you're saying is that they're trying to make him the next Undertaker?
Well, I don't know about the next Undertaker, but I think they're just trying to make him Bray Wyatt, and they're trying to finally do something with this guy because in the past, yes, they've tried to do something with him, but obviously, things didn't, one thing didn't work out for another. Now, with all these injuries, the WWE says that Bray Wyatt's going to step up, and Triple H, as we all know, is a big fan of Bray Wyatt, especially when he was in NXT. And what's going to happen is Triple H is the guy that's behind this whole thing, but Vince McMahon may ultimately be the one that has a problem with it.
Right. Shit. There is a I was looking at the bookie odds. Now I don't know if you're aware of this, Sean, but you can actually bet on the Royal Rumble. I don't know are you aware of that?
Well, I mean, I heard you can do that, but I didn't know where the hell you could do it.
Paddy Power and Sky Bet. You can actually bet on the Royal Rumble. Now, the funny thing about this, Sean, is that see my mates that don't watch wrestling, they keep messaging me saying, Gerry, who's going to win the Royal Rumble? Because, and I actually, one of my friends, I predicted Roman Reigns, and he put a lot of money on it, and he actually ended up winning £300 on it. So he ended up winning that. But honestly,
the thing I like about this Royal Rumble, even though we got all these injuries, it's still unpredictable. Yeah, we can read the reports about Triple H or Bray Wyatt or Roman Reigns winning, but we don't know who's going to win. We really can't say. We can't bet our house that Roman Reigns is going to win or that Brock Lesnar is going to win. You look at the Royal Rumble and you're like, well, the WWE is only focusing it around like three guys: Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. But you cannot necessarily say 100% sure, as God is your witness, that one of those guys are going to win because we don't know. We really don't know.
See, it's not just down like last year. It was between Daniel Bryan and Roman, but we all knew Roman was going to win, right?
Yeah.
But it was between them two. But in this one, it's Triple H, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, and then you could, for the sake of throwing him in, Dean Ambrose is a possible. Although he's in the
Chris
All right, I'm
Jericho.
back now. I'm back now.
There's a possibility between that. Guys, I'm going to grab another beer. I'll be back just 2 seconds, okay? I won't be long, okay?
I'm going to laugh my ass off when Daniel Bryan enters the Royal Rumble again and doesn't win, and then the fans fucking hijack the entire Royal Rumble. I totally see that happening.
Trust me, that could probably happen if he does show up. Let's say he comes at number 2 with Roman Reigns, and then he gets eliminated by some next guy. And the fans are going to completely boo the shit out of the Rumble again, which I don't want. So it's best for him not to return at the Rumble. He should return after the Rumble at least. So that way the controversy won't really happen. And it sucks because I would like Daniel Bryan to come into the Rumble, but it's the freaking fans. You know what I mean? The fans, they're... these immature fans that just if the guy doesn't win, they just basically hijack the show and shit like that. It's sad, you know what I mean?
It's funny because back in the day when a bad guy won the Royal Rumble, you didn't see all these people panicking and throwing cans into the ring and going nuts. When Ric Flair won the Royal Rumble, you didn't see people going nuts and crazy like they do now. It's people take it too seriously nowadays. They actually ruin the enjoyment. They ruin the fun of the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, because I remember 2 years ago, 2014, right? When Batista won it. Remember when Rey Mysterio came at number 30? And then the fans, and then they booed the shit out of him, and they booed the shit out of the whole Rumble match. And they kind of got behind Roman Reigns, but then at the end of the day, they just booed the shit out of the rest of the Rumble. Which I thought it was a decent Rumble before the whole booing shit happened. And, it just really sucks because although bad booking is involved as well, you can't deny that some of the fans do tend to ruin our enjoyment in the Rumble match as well. So,
definitely.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, The Royal Rumble, let me tell you, one of my most favorite Royal Rumble moments was Royal Rumble 2000 when The Rock won it. That was the very first show I watched. It was the very first pay-per-view. The problem is with the Royal Rumble in previous years, it's way too predictable, it's way too boring, and they don't they don't like kind of do research on what the people actually want in terms of that. And here, Cal's joined us right now. Cal, how's it going, mate? I just want to say, the Royal Rumble, I really hope it's a great show. I pray it's a great show, because it's, personally for me, everyone's going to slap me right now, but let me tell you something. My most favorite pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble, not WrestleMania. My most favorite
why would people laugh at that?
Because it's fucking WrestleMania. But my most
I don't. First of all, we all have different preferences, so I don't really understand why people would actually laugh at that. Me personally, I tend to be enjoyed about the Rumble myself, and as for a lot of people, so it's not
How
like.
How dare you have an opinion about a pay-per-view being better than WrestleMania?
I didn't say it was better than WrestleMania. First of all.
No, I'm joking.
I know. But the thing is, it's like, okay, we all know WrestleMania is the biggest show of the year, but that doesn't mean it's everyone's favorite pay-per-view of the year. You know what I mean? Some is Survivor Series, SummerSlam, Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble. We all have different preferences and shit like that.
Yeah, because sometimes you get WrestleMania 27.
Exactly.
It's fucking horrible.
One of the worst ever.
A guy called I'm sorry if I butcher your name, mate, but Vader Games writes something. He said, "Guys, do you think Jeff Hardy will return in the Royal Rumble?"
No.
Isn't
he injured at the moment?
No, he's not injured anymore, but isn't he still under contract with TNA? Anybody know?
Yeah, he is.
I think till February, isn't it, Sean? Sean, isn't it till February? His contract?
See, the thing is, he's back right now, but I read the TNA spoilers because they took TNA out of my station lineup again. They took it right out, so that's another chunk of audience that'll be gone again, but that's beside the point. Jeff Hardy is going to get injured again because he's still not 100%. He's going to get injured again in about a couple of weeks' time. He's going to take a pile driver from, what's that crazy guy in TNA? What's his name with the voice there with the freaking...
Eric Young.
Yep, Eric Young. Yeah, he's going to get a pile driver a couple times, so he's going to be written off television again. So that's what's happening with him, and he is supposed to.
I hope nobody here actually watches TNA, because
Matt, I watch TNA, so yeah.
Oh, that sucks for you. I'm sorry.
Well, let's not go a certain direction there, Matt.
I actually watched TNA yesterday. Actually, I watched the 2 episodes. Dude, I don't understand that Matt Hardy thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, TNA fans. I'm trying for you to like me, but
no, Gerry, it's okay. I don't understand it either.
Dude, it's like, right, logically speaking, EC3 and like destroyed Matt Hardy's career, was taking the piss out of him, right? Then Matt Hardy just says, well, you know what, I'm gonna fight dirty, and everyone's like, boo, Matt Hardy, boo. I'm like, this motherfucker had his brother dressed up in his faces? I'm like, wouldn't you fight dirty? Like, it's that realism? Oh, not like that, Matt. Not like that. Fuck off. You know, I don't understand it. You know,
no, what's even more scary, Gerry, is the fact that EC3 is going to be a babyface. That's going to take a lot of time to...
That won't work. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Unless he goes back to Derek Bateman.
Oh, Derek Bateman.
Well, you know, see, here's the thing with this. What I think is going to happen here is you got EC3, who's now a babyface, and you know, here's the thing. Yeah, we could come on here and say, oh yeah, that'll be laughable, or this will be a joke. But you know what? Well, once again, I can't watch TNA because they took it out of my lineup, but I'll try to watch it online. I'm going to give it time. I'm going to see how TNA booking goes with this direction. I mean, hey, it could work. You don't know. I mean, you just like when Austin went heel in 2001, it really didn't work out for him because the fans were still cheering him. So you know, we're gonna see. I'm gonna wait to see the developments and see where this goes. I mean, I'll tell you what, I don't have high hopes for it, but we'll see. We'll see how it develops.
Hey Sean, what you're saying is basically like when TNA was about to be canceled from Spike TV. Oh, they're going to Destination America. Let's see how that goes. Oh, they're leaving Destination America. They're going to Pop TV. Let's see how that goes. At this point with TNA, I've just given up hope. You know, I'll wait, and you know, if things get better, maybe I'll start watching again. Man, I used to watch consistently from 2007 to 2012, and it just went downhill in a fucking hurry.
We got Scott Casey Gill on here right now. We got Scott Casey Gill. I want to give some people like a chance to talk there. So, Kyle, what's your take on the TNA situation?
I mean, well, I really don't watch TNA, so I can't give like a full definite answer on that. But like, from what I hear, I think like, I don't know, they've gone through so much shit. You know, they've lost, you know, channel, you know, deal after channel deal, and I heard what Matt Hardy's doing. Is he fucking serious, man? They just, I don't know. I can't ever picture, you know, Matt being in TNA, but let's just face it, he's in there. And EC3 is a babyface. From what I've seen, EC3 is okay, but him as a face, can't really cut it for me. That's all I gotta say. Like I said, I can only give you like a couple points on TNA since I don't really watch that shit. Never really been loyal to them.
I want to say something, right? And I don't care who pisses off. 7 to 8 months ago, I said 7 to 8 months ago, AJ Styles was going to WWE. I said that shit, right? With the other company I was with, right? And guess what?
I don't know.
A video got flagged down, right? Right? And guess what? AJ Styles is in the WWE. People made videos about me, and they turned around and they said, "Oh, Gerry's wrong. How dare Gerry say that?" Well, guess what, motherfuckers? I was right. I was right. Because Gerry's always right, okay? And apparently Austin Aries is supposed to be signing with the WWE. I said that shit back then as well.
He'll be at NXT tonight. Austin Aries is at NXT tonight, the tapings. He's there right now as we speak.
Well, I hope nobody here watches
Was that breaking
NXT
news?
because you were just spoiled.
Gerry can predict the future.
Yeah, I know exactly. I predicted it because I honestly. My sources were telling me was that AJ Styles was signing with TNA, right? And I said that, and people were all like, "Oh, Gerry's lying and shit." Fucking happened.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Gerry,
Well, what more can he
that's
do
like-
in New Japan Pro Wrestling, really?
There's nothing really.
There's
That's
not really
like the
much he
same.
could
That's
do.
like the same people that say, "Hey, Sean, you have 83,000 subscribers, but you don't get 83,000 views." That's not how it works. There's just so many nimrods on this goddamn site that it's absolutely ridiculous.
It's not just the site. It's all over the internet, man. There's a lot of dumbasses that goes around in this internet. You know what I mean? So it's not just YouTube.
There were people making videos
The
about me
indie
saying,
marks.
there were people saying, "Oh, this motherfucker, who does this guy think he is?" Bitch, I was right, okay? I was right, okay? Don't doubt the general. I was
But
right,
Gerry,
okay?
you can't say that. AJ Styles is going to TNA because he is right for TNA and Pop TV. When does it come on Pop TV again? I don't know.
Nobody really knows.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
But we are right and Gerry's wrong. Let's make an 8-hour hangout.
Sorry, fucking, let me get Vincent on here. Sorry about that.
Gerry, who let this mark in here?
Sorry, here, Gemini, I'm sorry about that, mate. There's so many there was people joining there. I apologize. Gemini, what's your thoughts here on TNA, AJ Styles, and Austin Aries joining WWE?
Well, it'll be interesting. He'll get a good pop in the Royal Rumble. I mean, he'll make the show more interesting. I don't know. We'll see what they do with him long term. you know, it'll be interesting. It'll be pretty exciting if he enters the Royal Rumble. It'll be like the internet fans' wet dream to watch an indie guy in the Royal Rumble.
Dude, I'm going to ask you all a question. I'm going to go down the line. Going to give everyone a say right now. We're going to start from Eric all the way down. Who do you think's going to be a surprise entrant? So we're going to start over with Eric first. Eric, who's going to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble?
Alice? Shawn Michaels?
I did hear about that. Now, I did hear a rumor. Excuse me. I did hear a rumor that Shawn Michaels might return to the WWE. What do you guys think about that? I actually did hear a rumor about that. What do you think? Do you think he's going to return, or is it just hearsay?
Hearsay.
Hearsay. He'd be a hypocrite if he came back. He'd be going against his word.
But then again, Mick Foley retired how many times in the WWE, and he came back. Look, the bottom line is, if ratings are so low and so many people are injured that they really have to go to the fucking bottom of the well and get HBK, you know things are bad.
Well, how many times has Ric Flair and Terry Funk retired?
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. Kyle, apart from who Eric mentioned, who do you think's going to be in the Royal Rumble?
Ah, man, I was thinking about this. I just thought of it. I think maybe. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say Undertaker. Fuck it. I can't think of anybody else.
Oh, you think the Undertaker?
I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, but it's kind of doubtful. I mean, let's face it. The last time he's been in a Royal Rumble was since 2009. So. And besides, you know, he's down to making only WrestleMania appearances, sometimes maybe other appearances here and there, but seriously think he's going to compete in a Royal Rumble. But, I mean, hey, it's a chance. I mean, probably be better than some, you know, guy from NXT. I mean, yeah.
Matt, who do you think's going to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble? Because, but by the way, before you do, I have to clarify this. There are 15 people that have not been announced in the Royal Rumble. Just letting that out there. Just saying that. So, Matt, continue.
Well, I'll say my pick, and then I gotta go because I gotta go back to work because my break is up and my boss is gonna fucking kill me. You know, I think everyone's gonna be shocked at the Royal Rumble. I think that John Cena is gonna return. And his injury was all the work by the WWE to make him seem like the true Superman. That John Cena is going to return, and then to piss off the IWC and YWC that much more, because that's what the people want. Randy Orton's going to return at the Royal Rumble. And they're going to come at number 29 and number 30, and they're going to eliminate each other at the exact same time. Both their feet are going to hit the ground, and then your main event of WrestleMania 32 is going to be Randy Orton versus John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, a match that's never happened at WrestleMania. Oh, my God. Could you imagine how pissed off
All right, Matt, be real here. Just be real.
Okay.
Dude, it would be good if it happened because the YWC, IWC would do so
They'd be
many
so
rap
pissed.
videos. Dude, we'd all be angry.
I'd laugh. It'd be funny. Okay, in all honesty, oh, fuck. I could see John Morrison making a surprise return.
Yes, that's a good shout. That is a good shout.
But I do have to go. So it was awesome talking to y'all. Sean, good talking to you. I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm glad I could join y'all tonight, and you could check me out on YouTube at In the Rope Show. Bye, guys.
All right, man. Thank you for joining us. Robbie Battle, who's your pick for the Royal Rumble? Who do you think is going to be a surprise entrant in there?
I think probably more than likely, and I've seen him here on this. He had an interview with JBL. I know a lot of people won't care, but I think the Road Dogg's probably going to be in it this year. And I wouldn't be shocked if Scott Hall, maybe. You know, they always have like a bunch of old people that will come back every now and then. So I can kind of see those two probably being in it. As far as winning it, I think Roman Reigns is going to win, personally.
Scott Casey Gale, who do you think's going to return?
As returning, I think it might be The Rock, but as a surprise entry, I think it might be Austin Aries.
Seanzviewent Entertainment, who do you think's going to return?
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh shit. Is there anyone else?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just me. I suppose.
Yeah.
And Wrestling Brainy. Who do you think will return? Since it's in Orlando and it's in Florida, I predict maybe one or two NXT guys in the Rumble, and also I think RVD might come for one time only, smoking a blunt. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think he's gonna be blazing. He's gonna be blazing like 420. I'm gonna main event WrestleMania 22. Money in the Bank. He's gonna pull an R-Truth and say the wrong shit, and then, and all the other shit, and then he wins the Rumble. But I'll tell
you who I'm still waiting. I'll tell you who I'm waiting to see finally be in the Royal Rumble for the first time ever. The creator behind the Royal Rumble, Pat Patterson. He needs to be in the Royal Rumble.
I'm waiting for Bob.
I will agree with that. I think because he created it, I think he should be in it.
I'm waiting for Bob Backlund to come back from that Rumble in 2000, him being naked and shit, running around the crowd. All you see, it comes through the crowd again, comes into the ring and beats the shit out of everyone. That'll be friggin' hell. Remember from the Royal Rumble 2000, the man comes in, he gets eliminated, and then the man just walks, the guy walks through the crowd and shit, all around Madison Square Garden. The most hilarious shit, bro.
The rest, the Brainy? Is that you?
Yeah, it's going to be Santino Marella trying to break the Royal Rumble record again. 1 second's going to be even half a second.
Well, I want to say one more thing.
My actual prediction is going to be maybe Sami Zayn. He could probably show up if Kevin Owens is going to be in the Rumble match, and then both of them could be eliminated at the same time, and that can start a program leading into a WrestleMania match.
I could hang with that.
Okay.
I think that makes sense.
Gemini, who do you think is going to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble?
Well, they have a lot of wrestlers who just kind of go around and do autograph signings and stuff. So it could be like a Hacksaw Jim Duggan or a Godfather or one of the guys who just does or Road Warrior Animal. One of the guys who just takes bookings on the weekend. So you can see like Godfather, Road Warrior Animal, just some legend, enter the fray. Whoever they get from an independent signing, somebody like that.
Oh, there's a bit of an echo there. I think it's Gemini. I think it's you, mate.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let me mute my mic and you guys go ahead.
Alright. So we're gonna read some of the comments right now. Okay, so East Coast Bro said Pat Patterson is like 100%. How to Junior said CM Puke and Bork Lesnar. Jordan said. Oh, there's a bit of an echo again there, guys. MVP saw a rumor that heel would be in the Rumble. That's Jordan Hay. He would do 2 NXT tape in WWE Suck. That's Carlin Buddock. Troy Simpson said Sheldon Benjamin. Yeah, that is a good shout actually. That is actually a good shout. Let's see here. Jeff's contact is about to end. TNA, I have to make it up as they go along. If they commit to a storyline, that means there's a possibility there'll be a business the next week. So I'm gonna read more of your comments as the time goes on. Will CM Punk return? Probably not. No.
What about
And
the-
I'll
He
say,
will. He will.
What about the
He
1,
will.
2, 3 kid?
Sean Waltman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a possibility. There's a possibility he could, you know. And Cal just said Tony should make an appearance in the Rumble.
I just had to do that.
Cal, you and Tony, man. I mean, come on here. Like, what's going on here? Like,
Nothing is going on between us.
Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
No, Kyle wouldn't say that, but he won't admit to anything.
There's nothing going on. So
Yeah,
what?
keep telling yourself
asked
that,
him to
Kat.
friend request me on Facebook since he just got one.
Okay, oh my god. Just, you don't want to know. At least from my side.
It's Jossie this cunt.
So the chat's going wild there right now. Can WJ join? Because apparently, Will. Sorry, Jerry, I got caught up there. We'll be there soon. Will said to me he might join, but it isn't working. I'm gonna message him saying I think there's too many people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people are in here.
How many
Hey,
is?
tired.
I think Will can join now. Somebody can join right now because I think there's one more left.
Yeah, there's one more person on here. Before it was 10. Before Matt left, then it went back to 9. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, tired.
Yeah.
Jossie this cunt.
This has to be like the 300th time you've said this in the past several months. Just sipping my Coke.
I just sent Will the link, or just tell him to join the link now. Alright, well here, so what other topics is there? Oh god. There's
The YWC is gonna invade the Rumble.
Yeah, dude, I'd fucking love that. I would love that if the YWC invaded it. I would love that. You have Seanzviewent Entertainment in there. You have me.
That'd be awesome.
You had everybody. You have Scott Casey Gale. You have Kyle, and then you have Tony, and you have everybody.
Tony.
You have everybody. Yeah,
Tony.
Tony. I mean, Tony's unofficially in the YWC now.
So he's an honorary member.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, you have to. I mean, you know, I think he's. I think Tony's definitely got it.
All you see, everybody wears a Shield gear, and they just surround the ring and they beat the shit out of Vince McMahon and Triple H after he wins the Rumble. All you see, we just beat the shit out of him. We do a quadruple power bomb through the ring to the announce table, and that sets up WrestleMania, man. YWC versus the McMahons.
Yeah, dude, it would be insane if the YWC actually did do that. It would be mental.
And then Gerry comes from the Raptors, does the whole Sting thing from WCW, and says one thing: "I'm here, motherfuckers."
Yeah, fucking thunder cunts. Just sitting there like.
And then Sheamus comes in and says, "My son is here." My son Gerry.
Oh man. We'll get Seanzviewent Entertainment. What about Raw?
Raw was shit, bro.
It was really bad, like, wasn't it?
Jerry, I'll tell you what right now.
Worst go home show I've seen in a long ass time.
You know, we can't even justify to call it Monday Night Raw. It's not Raw anymore, guys. It's really not. It's not WWE. It's not WWF. It's not Warzone. It's not Raw is War. It's none of those things. I don't even know what to call it anymore, but it's not Raw. It's not. What I watch every Monday night now is not Raw.
I call it Monday.
Did you hear about the ratings, Sean?
Well, I think they say the ratings were up a slight bit, but you would expect that because the Royal Rumble's this Sunday, and just coming in now, the SmackDown rating was also up a bit, but that's because the Royal Rumble's this Sunday.
Who watches SmackDown anyway?
Well, apparently what I heard was that they lost, see the Raw, it did go up slightly and SmackDown went up slightly, but it wasn't up to the point where they liked. And apparently WWE are saying that they lost 600,000 people watching Raw.
You know what it was? I know exactly what you're talking about. The third hour lost a hell of a lot of people. The third hour.
Yeah, apparently it was just too much to handle, and they just went boom, and they just left. Dude,
you always notice.
They didn't even just go to 2 hours. What's the
you always notice is always the third hour, man. They should just go back to 2 hours, man. It's been almost 4 years. Coming July, it's gonna make it 4 years since Raw became 3 hours permanently. I think they should decide right now, as of this moment, to go back to 2 hours. And then you always make Raw 2 hours, and then whatever the stuff that you missed on Raw that you're supposed to put on a 3-hour show, you can do it on SmackDown. So at least you have some sort of incentive to maybe watch SmackDown. 3-hour Raw and a 2-hour SmackDown, and then a 3-hour pay-per-view every month is ridiculous. Like you know there's way too much wrestling.
That 3-hour Raw, I wouldn't mind if they use that third hour to actually utilize guys and put guys that don't usually get a chance. But what they use it for is replay after replay after replay. There's no reason, and all SmackDown is a Raw show. Once again, replayed on SmackDown. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
What they do is I think the last 30 minutes before the main event, they do a whole Raw. They make a whole segment of a Raw replay, and that's when I'm watching SmackDown. I'm like, Brock Lesnar's on SmackDown tonight? The fuck? Oh, it's a freaking package for what they did on Monday Night Raw. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, SmackDown is starting to get into main event superstars levels with that. It's something fucking unbelievable.
Oh, I know. Oh, God.
I think I gotta just say though, I think SmackDown, I gotta say, has improved since going to the USA Network. I think it has improved a little bit to the point where it's actually watchable. Because the last couple of years, you know what? I don't even know if I tuned into SmackDown once. I just caught highlights or results online. But now it's actually to the point where it's somewhat watchable now.
Oh yeah, Sean, what do you think of their new play-by-play guy?
Oh, I think he's awesome. I think he brings a different charisma to the announce team that we haven't heard in a long time.
Well, we got the Wrestlingjesus in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Packed fucking house here. This is a full fucking house. Well, when I started this, it was only me and Terrence. It was packed house. Wrestlingjesus, before we get into the other topics, I need to get your take on the Sonny situation. What's your take?
Her doing a porn for $100 grand or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that much money. I find it pretty sad that a woman that was a celebrity is, getting guys to pay $50 and she shows her tits and all that for petty change. This is a woman that was on TV. They're making millions or whatever she made. We don't know the salary, probably not as much as we think she did, but pretty sad that she went down that road,
I actually think that will actually be my next idea for my next GoFundMe campaign. I think that's what I'm going to do next.
And we got Will over here, bringer of rain.
Selling the ring for $3,000, where's the pride, for fuck's sake?
Hello, Will.
Pride.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Will in the house. Will, how are you, mate?
I'm very good. How are you?
All good, mate. WJ, do you want to finish off your point with Sonny? Because, like, this is a crazy story right now.
Just that she's disgracing herself, you know.
Here's the thing with her is that, like, oh, there's a bit of an echo. Scott, I think it's you, mate.
Yeah, I'll try switching my.
Sorry, mate.
That superstar Scott Casey Gale in the house.
Scott Casey Gale, we got a packed out house here, mate. Like, it's fucking, I don't even know who to turn to now. It's just fucking, it's a packed out house, but I'm trying to charge the e-cigarette.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to be careful with my words now that Will's in here.
I don't.
Why is that?
Oh, you know why.
I don't have the powers to kick you.
So I can say NXT crowds suck and you can't do anything?
I can.
The room gets quiet when Will joins.
Okay, Kyle, stop playing the friggin' video, man. We all know you have a man crush of Tony. The fuck?
Alright, just...
Okay, Kyle, we don't need to see that, okay?
Alright,
I don't know, you're getting a boner, bro.
Hang on.
Kyle, I mean, come on. You and Tony need to get a room, for fuck's sake. I mean, come on.
Kyle, stop jacking off on this hangout, man, and shut the fuck up.
Whoa. Why are we getting...
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
It's just him dancing without knowing he's being recorded.
Seanzviewent Entertainment, do you know about the Kyle-Tony situation?
Never heard anything about it.
No. you're probably more seen or informed. It's honestly, it's the most insane thing you'll ever see in your life. It really is. I don't know if you're aware. I did a remix for, well, not like a remix, but like an edited video for Kyle singing "Smooth Criminal." Scott, could you mute yourself, mate? Because there's a bit of an echo coming from me.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sorry, mate. It's just there's a bit of an echo there, mate. No, it's just fucking Cal and Tony. You know, it's a big fucking situation. But what other topics I need to get into? WJ, who do you think's gonna win the Royal Rumble?
Either Reigns or Brock, I guess. I'll go with Reigns. My favorite to win is Reigns, I guess. Not that I want him to, but go ahead.
Did you say Stone Cold Reigns for a sec, WJ?
No, I mentioned
well, they're pretty much
that.
making him out to be Stone Cold.
Do you think Triple H might win?
Oh yeah.
He could, yeah.
I will say this though about the Royal Rumble. At least it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah. At least with this year's Rumble, at least you have like 2 or 3 guys who can possibly win. You know what I mean? So at least there is a bit of unpredictability in this match. So that's what I like.
Sean, do you want to tell WJ about the information you got about Bray Wyatt about winning the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, the newest report going out is Bray Wyatt's actually going to win the Royal Rumble. It's going to be Bray Wyatt, Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the title.
That would be
sweet.
Fucking cool.
Bray Wyatt against Lesnar for the title.
Yeah, at WrestleMania, and they're going to still go at Roman Reigns versus Triple H, but it won't be for the title.
Roman Reigns' career is over. It's done.
And they were pushing him hard. They were pushing him hard like you... I don't know. I don't want to make a dirty comment.
Kyle, what is wrong with you?
Guys, I gotta go. I just need to grab a beer. I'll be back 2 seconds, okay? You keep talking about Catwell. You take it from here, Will, okay? Alright.
Will's gonna kick my ass.
Kyle, when I'm watching the AWA show last night, right? I get a PM from Kyle on Facebook, and it's a heart-shaped little thing with him and Tony in it. What the fuck is that all about?
No, whoa. It's not him and me. It's his wife. It's his fucking wife.
All right. It's his wife. So why are you sending me pictures of Tony and his wife inside a heart-shaped icon.
No, I sent you the link. I sent you the link to his apparent Facebook. That's it. I didn't say anything else.
You're stalking his Facebook.
We need to get right in here now.
Where's Dr. Shelby when you need him?
He's a clown.
And while I have the floor, so to speak, I just want to Scott Casey Gale, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, Scott. This is for me to you. All right.
Yeah.
You need to ditch that cock-sucking motherfucker, Mitch Smith, and stop putting him over on Russo's show, because that's the only reason he's getting at you, is to be on Vince Russo's show. This motherfucker had nothing to do with you or the WWNWS or your Worldwide Nation of Wrestling Shooters channels up until you started doing shows for Vince Russo. You need to ditch that fucking has-been, actually, it ain't even a has-been, never was, imitation professional wrestler as soon as you possibly can. And that's all I gotta say about that.
What did I miss? Oh, did Sean leave?
Yep. He left as soon as he heard the name Tony again.
Nah. Kyle chased him out of the room.
Oh shit! Right.
Kyle started being a pervert, and fucking things got hot and heavy, and he hit the bricks.
Well, shall we move on to other topical stuff outside wrestling, or does any of you want to say something outside of wrestling?
Yeah, fuck Mitch Smith.
Oh shit!
Well,
you don't like Mitch Smith?
Jay, what is your thing with Cabal now?
And you'll know in due time.
Yeah, the Melanie Caval Wrestlingjesus love triangle. It's a vicious.
I need to get a room.
Vicious triangle.
Now, this is something we should be talking about.
No.
This is something you all should.
No.
I'm tired of it.
Well, I was going to talk about Vladimir Putin, but you know, I suppose we have to talk about that.
Oh dear.
What was I going to say? So, yeah, like WJ, this whole Caval thing. Did you remove him off Facebook? What happened?
That was just. Well, we're supposed to have a big fight on Bearstown's channel with his Pokemon and stuff there. That's what it's led to, Jerry. Not much to report here. It's pretty much on the retarded side there.
His name is no longer Cabal, by the way. It's Squirrball.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, just fucking around, pretty much. Just messing around with them, talking shit for fun, I guess. That's pretty much all it was there.
Who doesn't do that? We all do that.
Yeah.
I'm back.
I don't actually have a beef with their relationship or anything like that.
I just seen your post on Facebook. I was like, oh Jesus, that escalated quickly. I was like, what the hell's going on? But
I think he did get mad for a while. He was writing posts and stuff because I was challenging him to a fight or something, and I think that pissed him off. Maybe a bit of ego went off a little there, and I think he took it serious for a while, but
I like Caval.
It's in my blood, Jared. The trolling is in my blood. Sometimes it comes out.
It's in the veins.
I'm doing this shit to try to be a nice guy to stay out. Yep. Taking all of my evil intentions and putting that in the instead.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ
compels you. WJ, when will the next episode for WWR be uploaded?
It's gonna start being made tonight. There, Probably when I'm done here, I'll start doing it.
Yeah.
We got a new competitor in WWR.
Yeah.
Talked about this with WJ. It'll be a surprise.
What's this?
Oh boy.
What did you say, Kyle? Talk to Jerry. He didn't hear you.
I said, I talked about this with WJ. It'll be a surprise. The next competitor for WWR.
Is it gonna be a horse again?
No, won't be a horse.
It's gonna be a
horse.
hamster.
People are talking about him on Twitter.
One's good enough.
Is Cal trending worldwide again?
Kyle, you sure know how to fucking kill momentum, let me tell you.
Whoa.
Well, right.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, man. How's it going?
My team's going to state.
Your what?
My team.
Your team?
Yeah, my team's going to state.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your team's winning, isn't it? Your what was the sport you were playing in again, mate? I forget.
Basketball.
Basketball, yes. Here, Eric's fucking in a tournament. He's fucking winning basketball.
Yeah, my team's going to state.
See? Oh, good. Eric's gonna be like Michael fucking Jordan here in this house. We're gonna have Eric busting fucking loops and I don't know basketball terms, but like somebody help me out. Some of you are American. Help me out here. Is it like loops or
straight up balling?
Dunks or
basketball?
Straight up balling.
Yeah.
You know, the white guys, they shoot 3-pointers, the black guys dunk. And
Who?
occasionally they dribble the ball.
So,
It's hey Jerry, it's a Special Olympics basketball.
So is it Olympics?
Special Olympics.
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's fucking sweet. That's fucking sweet. Like, tell you what, see if Eric wins a gold medal, we'll have a gold medalist in the fucking Brotherhood. Gold medalist, motherfuckers.
I did win a gold medal.
Oh, did you win already?
That was like last Sunday.
WJ, should we make an announcement?
Go for it.
Starting, I guess in mid-February, myself and the Wrestlingjesus will be hosting our own podcast on another website. So check that shit out, guys.
Pending that Johnny Thunder gets this shit going.
Right.
Doesn't fuck it up.
He's supposed to send us some high-quality microphones and shit, and we're going to get a podcast going. It's going to be real professional-like, and we're going to put all these make-pretend podcasts to rest. We're going to show them how it's really done.
So is it, what website's it on?
We don't know yet. Johnny Thunder's going to set the whole shit up. He's going to create a whole domain and whatever the fuck he needs to do. And we will have our show.
Dude, you need to get Johnny Thunder on my show one day. I just think the guy's fucking interesting. He's really funny, like, because I remember when he was on one hangout I watched, he was fucking hilarious. Right, so, Vladimir Putin, bitches, okay? Vladimir Putin. He's apparently been called. We're getting into the political stuff right now. We're getting away from wrestling. But Vladimir Putin has been called out. Apparently, people said that he apparently and I emphasize that word apparently, drugged a guy with a teapot full of radiation and killed him live in London, and apparently the British intelligence think that it was Vladimir Putin. What's your thoughts on this? We're gonna go down the line. Bring her in. What's your thoughts on this?
I love it. I love it. I love the way he handles business. Putin. He sure knows how to make a statement. I mean, when you're the ruler of a country, or like the leader of a country, I should say. I don't know. Are they still a what do you call it? The communist country?
No, they're not communists anymore. They're a federation.
All right, that's cool. Well, I mean, if you really wanted to like show people who the fuck is the boss, you poison their coffee with fucking acid or whatever the hell he used. It's great. I love it.
WJ, what's your thoughts on this? What's your thoughts on Putin?
I apologize, Jerry. I'm doing some illegal activities right here. There. What was the question about Putin?
Basically, Putin, apparently they're saying that he supposedly drugged, apparently he gave the order for somebody to put radiation in somebody's teapot, and apparently gave him radiation and fucked him up in London. Apparently
Is this proven? Or?
Yeah, well, no, it's not proven that he gave the order, but what the British intelligence are saying is that he supposedly did it.
And they do a lot of stuff to make Putin look bad all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was not true there.
No, I said exactly the same thing because like the judge in the UK basically said he possibly did it. Like, a fucking judge doesn't say possibly. He may have possibly murdered that person, you know. They don't say that. You know, it's just like I was listening on the radio, because for anyone who doesn't know, I'm all into like politics on the radio and shit like that. But like, I was listening to this bullshit and I was just like, how could you like, that's basically saying Kyle possibly fucked Tony. You know what I mean? It's just like possibly. You know what I mean? It's not possible.
Big possibilities, yeah.
But like, but I would use that example. I apologize, Cal. But
it's fine. That's a good example.
I'm already using an example. But what I'm saying,
fucking Kyle.
But what I'm saying is that it's a possibility. A possibility is a big word to say in a tribunal, okay? And they can't really sentence Putin because he lives in fucking Russia, okay? That's like saying, fucking the president of France did some shit. You know what I mean? It makes no logical sense. You know what I mean? So it makes no logical sense. So to me, it's just like, oh, come on. You know what I mean? It's just a bit ridiculous. Terrence, what do you think about this? If you know about it.
I don't really know about it. And I don't really care. That's all I have to say. Being dead serious, I'm not really into the whole politics kind of crap, and I don't watch the news a whole lot.
Okay, so anyone into politics, are you idiot?
Sorry we offended you, Terrence.
You didn't offend me at all. It's just that I don't really care. You know, if I was really offended, I would just flag all of you guys right now, but whatever. I've seen.
Why would you flag me? I didn't do anything.
Keep that in the memory banks, guys. He likes to hit the flag button.
So, does anyone here in the chat have anything else to say about Putin poisoning somebody with radiation in his teapot? Does anybody have anything else to say?
Sounds far-fetched. This isn't been proven as fact. I don't know. It just seems pretty ridiculous.
Cal, do you have a funny answer? I really hope you do.
I don't. I don't.
Shit.
I seriously don't.
Alright.
Politics, but it takes a lot of balls to kill somebody in front of a live, audience people.
Tell me that he's has fun there, Michael.
So we're bring her in. You know who Deadpool is, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so there's a major story that came out today. Apparently Deadpool, apparently a YouTuber wants it now to be PG-13. Okay? Now, I want to clarify this. She doesn't want the whole movie to be PG-13. She wants 2 separate movies for an 8-year-old, okay? For an 8-year-old to watch the PG-13 movie. Which, by the way, I just want to say that kid can fuck off. Fuck off, you got Avengers, alright? Piss off. Alright, it's quite simple, okay? No, I wanted to watch Die Hard when I was a kid. I couldn't watch it. You're a kid, okay? Simple as that. That's the way it is, okay? You got enough television. In fact, kids have got way more better entertainment channels than we do, okay? That's a fact. Okay, it's a fact. But Bringer, what's your take on this?
There's potential to make more money that way if you're Marvel. If you make 2 different movies, you do.
It's by Fox, just to let you know.
It's
Sorry.
Yep, that's right. Sorry, my mistake. But regardless, there is bigger potential for money that way. You're hitting another demographic, so I don't see the issue. If they want to make a rated R version and a PG-13 version, just make sure when you hit the fucking movie theater, take a look at your ticket and make sure you got the ticket to the right one. That's all. The character Deadpool, if you're familiar with him from the comics, it's very not too kid friendly from the get-go. So but from the comedy aspect and the jokes, it's his comedic side. I can see why they would want to make a kid's version of the movie. I don't have a problem with it. Just don't take the rated R version, the true version, out of theaters. So I don't see it as being that big of a deal.
But like, if they're just about to release it, how could they make a PG-13 movie if they've already made a rated R movie like months ago?
If it's just hearsay, like is this really gonna happen? Again, is this just speculation?
No, it's not. It's not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen. There's no way it's gonna happen. But apparently, a YouTuber said an 8-year-old wrote a letter. That 8-year-old probably thinks he's Spider-Man. Okay, that 8-year-old probably thinks Deadpool's Spider-Man. He doesn't fully understand Deadpool. And maybe that's what it is, and I don't, 8-year-old, that's fine. Listen, I'm all well for fucking kids watching these movies because, I was a kid once and I watched all these violent movies. Did it affect me? It probably did, but that's not the point. The point is that, I'm not a psycho. I don't kill people, okay? I don't go crazy, okay? So I don't understand why, if these kids want to see this shit, fucking have them all in, motherfuckers. Have them all in.
I can just imagine General Gerry as he's like 7 or 8 years old watching friggin' American Pie. The first time.
What's he doing to the pie?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
All you see, he started fucking a pie himself in his bedroom. Like, Mom, look at me, I'm that guy in the movie. Yeah.
8-year-old General Gerry gets rushed to the hospital with 3rd-degree burns on his penis from humping a pie.
It could be worse, though. You could be Terrence saying bra every 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I have a huge problem with that.
Yeah, yeah. WJ, what do you think about this story? Like, do you think that the kids should have a PG version of it? What do you think?
Can't always get what you want, Jer.
Yeah.
Especially having to do a whole new movie just to appease kids. There, fuck off. That's what I think. Go fuck yourselves, whoever wants this stuff. Fuck off. There you go.
Fuck a fucking kid. Do you remember my
Fuck the world, Jer. Fuck the
world. I'll go to the chat here and see what they think about it. It's like doing a PG. It's like doing a PG GTA, which is kind of true. Send Tony to after Putin. Have a okay. It's like send fire the guy with the nose, Polston. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I can explain that to you. A while back when the Smartbusters and Polston were feuding, it was over TNA, and Polston made a comment. Saying fire the guy with the hair is like saying fire the guy with the nose, and the analogy kind of sounded funny, so the Smartbusters, kind of have that against him. They can make fun of him with that. That's pretty much it.
Stageman, the Deadpool situation. What do you think about it?
Well, all I have to say is, if you're not old enough, well, too bad. Grow up and then watch the movie.
Yep.
You can't just have what everybody said, man. Life you can't just get everything what you want. You just have to wait and see how it goes, man, and all the other crap. So, for all you kids out there who want to see Deadpool and your mothers want to say they want a PG version of it, all I can say is, go fuck yourselves. That's all I have to say.
Go fuck your mother.
Couldn't do that.
Fuck your mother, he says.
Scott Casey Gill, what's your opinion on this?
On the Deadpool, I think it should stay rated R. It doesn't need to be PG-13.
Yeah, I completely agree, man. Robbie Battle.
Yeah, I agree. It's it's not a kid's character. Little kid just needs to shut up.
Kyle, what's your opinion on this?
All I can say is, just wait till you're at the age where you can see the rated R version. Don't try to ruin it for people. Come on, please, just wait. I had to wait, to watch wrestling when I was, until 6 years old. I mean, could you imagine me being 3 and watching, Kane get set on fire by the Undertaker? Could you imagine a 3-year-old seeing Steve Austin flip Vince McMahon off 27 times? No, you can't. I mean, that would be cool, and I wish I could have watched it back then, but no. I had to wait till 2001 when the Attitude Era just ended and the Invasion angle came to fruition.
Really? You had to wait? Who was stopping you, your mom?
Yep.
Really?
My dad could have done something, but he just didn't.
Same
Oh,
here.
your mom's a bitch, man.
My first pay-per-view
Yeah, she's a
was
bitch for that,
2000. My first pay-per-view was 2000. Royal Rumble 2000 was my first pay-per-view that I watched. I was 10 years old, so.
I see. You got it better.
Eric, Deadpool, should it be PG or rated R?
Rated R.
Simple. That's good. So another person in the news.
If the kids don't like it, go fuck your mother.
Go fuck your mother.
Eric, dude, Eric's on the ball most of the time. He gives really good one-word answers. It's fucking, it's awesome. It's fucking awesome, dude. Fucking Eric. Eric loved a long-time Brotherhood person, like, WJ left the fucking chat there. I don't know if he's gonna be back or not.
Hey, Terrence.
We got.
Hey, Terrence.
Terrence.
Yeah.
Eric's calling.
Hey, Terrence.
Yeah, I know he's gonna say John Cena's cunt.
Yeah, John Cena's cunt. And kiss me arse.
Where's
I
Dom
just want
Pepper, bro?
to say real quick that Kyle actually took that very well. I was trying to get him all fired up by when I said your mom's a bitch, and he was just like, "Yeah, well, you know." He took that very well. So good show to you, Kyle.
Guys, they will.
You see, I taught Cal the art of chilling. Just
But Jerry,
do
you don't
some-
chill yourself.
Fuck off, you bastard. No, excuse me, I am a chilled out person. How dare you, Terrence?
Okay, how dare me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should not talk shit to Sir General Jerry. I'm sorry. How dare me? I should
Yep.
eject myself from the hangout as of this moment.
No, actually, as your punishment, I'm gonna screenshot you know who again.
Hey,
You know, I
Terrence.
can just not look at your screen. You know that, right?
Hey, Terrence.
Yeah?
Yo, Mark.
That's
We're
the
all
first.
marks in some way.
Eric's
Yeah.
firing shots there. Alright, so Donald Trump is causing Republican civil war, Michael. He's got Sarah Palin under his skirt. What do you think about this, Bringer? I know you got a lot to say about this.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't know what you mean by that. I guess you mean like Republicans are at each other's throats, which is, in all honesty, I think the more politicians that kill each other, the better. So it's all good. And hey, man, like I said, Donald Trump has my vote, so he could do no wrong. If I could have two people that I would want to actually rule the entire planet, it would be Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump. And I mean that to the utmost. Like, that, I'm being dead serious. I am dead serious. It's not even a
Please
joke.
tell me you're not dead serious, bro.
Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, if they can rule this entire planet, I'm all for it.
Please tell me you're not serious. Please tell me you're not serious.
If the Illuminati really does have a plan for a one-world government, I hope that Putin and Trump are the ones at the top of the pyramid running the show. Yes.
Oh, sweet
100%.
Christ. Terrence, what do you think about Donald Trump?
Good thing I live in Canada, so this shit does not matter to me. Yeah, Canada. So.
Alright, so you're Canadian, let's move on. Scott Casey Gale.
Yeah, I don't care about Donald Trump, honestly.
So, I mean, what do you think of him causing civil war in the Republican Party? Do you think he was planted in there? Because that is like a. Some people say he's planted in there. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think he was planted in there.
Robbie Battle, what do you think of Donald Trump?
I think he's a plant. He's going to help the left win. That's my honest opinion.
What in the hell?
Kyle?
Oh, like I said, I'm not really into politics, but after hearing what all you guys are saying, Trump might have a chance. Yes, I don't know.
Okay, so what other stuff? I'm trying to get more interesting stuff here. Should we revert back to wrestling? Because
I was gonna say, how was your day, guys? Yeah. How was your day?
my day was okay.
It was fantastic! No, it wasn't.
Yeah, of course he was, Kyle. We all know you've been fucking Tony in the back having a fantastic time.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
You guys, man.
What about you, Will?
What about me?
How was your day, buddy?
My day didn't consist of very much. I played Borderlands, which I'm about to play some more in a couple minutes, and took a nap, got up, now I'm on the General Jerry show, talking to you. That's my day, so far anyway.
Cool.
Fucking awesome, epic fucking day. Let me tell you, I did absolutely fucking nothing.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
on
right.
my show,
all
so.
fucking day.
I just went to school and came back.
Oh, Eric, you didn't mute yourself, mate, because it's there's an echo again. There we go. What was I gonna say there? Right. Gonna go down the line. Who drinks alcohol here? Terrence, do you
No.
drink alcohol? You obviously you
No,
don't
no.
drink alcohol.
No.
Scott, do you drink alcohol?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Right.
Oh yeah.
Robbie Battle, do you drink alcohol?
Not very often, very occasionally, but not enough to say I'm a drunk or anything.
And Kyle, do you drink alcohol?
Definitely.
Yeah. Eric?
Straight edge.
Oh, so you don't take... Right. Gonna ask those people who drink alcohol, what's your favorite drink? If you had to pick everything, anything from the counter, what would you pick? What would you pick? What would you pick? Bring her in. Favorite drink of all time.
Oh, favorite? Oh, that's an easy one for me. That would have to be the Jaeger bombs. They're delicious.
Oh, the Jaeger bombs? Yeah, I've
Jaeger
had
bombs.
them, yeah.
They are delicious, and boy, I tell you what, they unleash the demon within.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely. Scott Casey Gale, what's your favorite drink?
Coors Light.
Coors Light? Oh, that's what I drink sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Because I want to get a different drink, you know, when I'm going somewhere. Robbie Battle, what's your favorite drink?
When I do drink is in America, well, American beer is Coors Light. I used to drink Molson Canadian when I lived in Canada, though.
Yeah, I would drink Coors Light as well. Fuck, I'd drink anything. Kyle, what would you drink?
Alright, mainly I drink, most of the beer products like Coors Light, Blue Moon, but if I had to choose, I would go for some good old-fashioned whiskey. You know, it's got the most alcohol in it, and yeah.
What whiskey?
Not very sure. I'll have to look into that.
No, if you had to pick a whiskey, you know, like Jack Daniels, Jameson's, or whatever it may be.
Oh, yeah, Jack Daniels. All the way.
So you basically drink the same as me. I was hopefully trying to take notes because I actually wanted to see what drink was in America. What's the best drink in America?
Oh, you can't really just narrow it down to one. Everybody's preferences are different, so it's like you really can't pick a number one drink in the U.S. If you I don't know. You hear about margaritas a lot, but you know those are feminine drinks, and it's like tasty little drinks there.
I'll drink it. I don't give a fuck.
Jimmy Buffett drinks
I'll drink it. Margarita. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, now we got that shit out of the way. There's a water crisis, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear about the water crisis?
No.
Where is that?
No? Oh. Well, that's bad. Apparently there's a water crisis in America, and apparently Obama's kicking off about it.
Okay.
He said apparently there's a certain state that literally has their water is just, it just looks like piss.
Oh.
Anybody hear about that? No.
No. That's news to news.
I'm staying away from those states.
Can't be a good thing, man.
Shit, fuck it. Well, we might as well go back to wrestling. Fuck that bullshit.
Oh, Gerry.
Yeah.
I heard it from D's. D's nuts.
Gotcha.
You got me.
Okay,
Alright.
Jerry, I'm gonna hit the road, man. I'm taking a shower and I'm gonna fucking hop on my PS4 and do some gaming.
Alright, no problem, mate.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a good show. We had fucking everybody on here. Like, it was crazy.
And Mitch Smith can go fuck himself. Have a good day.
Oh, Jesus. Right. Well, we're gonna read some comments right here. Don't drink from Mexico. That was Bambi.
Shit.
Well, apparently she's from Mexico. We'll get Bambi on here to fuck like. We're gonna get a load of people on here. Jesus, her profile picture's weird. I'll invite her on here, sure. We got Scott Casey Gale on here.
Yeah.
Scott, bit of a long shot, but is there any possible? I know there's probably no chance of it happening. Is there any way I could be on the Vince Russo show?
Yes, I would love to have you on, yeah.
Oh Jesus, dude, I would fucking love to talk to Vince Russo.
Yeah.
I know I can't curse on there. I can hold it off. I can hold the cursing off.
Do you
When
have a Skype?
I do, yeah.
Okay, that way I would talk to maybe next Thursday. What time is good for you?
On next Thursday.
Yeah, if we can do it.
Next Thursday. Anytime really on Thursday.
Okay, so I'll talk to Vince and see what he says.
Alright, do you want me to send you the chat?
Yeah.
Alright, hang on, I'll send you the wee link here.
Okay.
Oh, bollocks.
We got Bambi over here. Oh, Melanie.
Yo, what's up, is
Here,
California.
Mel, look at your messages when you see it, okay? Alright. So, Melanie, who's your picks for the Royal Rumble?
My pick for the Royal Rumble is Dean Ambrose. Possibility in my mind, AJ Styles might win. My mind, you know.
So you think AJ Styles is gonna win?
Yeah, he used to be my favorite TNA.
I can't see him winning, Melanie. I can't. I really
can't. Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, possibility of
well, it's between Roman, Triple H, Lesnar, and Wyatt.
One of my also picks is Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, yeah.
Top three. Those are my top three. So,
do you think Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, I think Brock Lesnar. No doubt.
Well, here, I'll be back 2 seconds, guys. Just gonna grab a beer. I'll be back 2 seconds, okay? I shan't be long. I won't be long.
You will be.
I won't. Shut up, Terrence.
So what's up?
What? Hey, Terrence.
Yeah.
Hey, Terrence. What happened to Don Pappy?
I don't know.
Who cares? I don't care.
What happened to him?
I've only spoken to him a handful of times, like in the last couple of months. He thinks he's doing okay, I suppose. So, yeah.
Is he still on? I don't know.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it. And I don't
know. I don't know. Don't mention it.
Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar for the title. Huh.
Huh.
That would be
Bray
interesting.
Wyatt is a jobber.
He's been awfully losing a lot, but I wouldn't really call him a jobber. You know, but I do feel that he is overdue. He's long overdue for a big win at a pay-per-view. And I think if he wins the Rumble and the championship, and he goes on to face Brock at WrestleMania, then sure, why not? But I would like to see Bray actually beat Brock Lesnar, so that way he can not only win the title, but he actually beats a part-time guy as well. I know it's unlikely, but hey, anything can happen.
Brock Lesnar is gonna take him to Suplex City. That's
You're damn right.
Gonna destroy Bray Wyatt.
For all I know, it's gonna be like Brock Lesnar suplexes everyone, and then he eliminates 3 out of the 4 Wyatt family, and then Bray Wyatt comes out of nowhere and just eliminates him from behind, and then massive boos happen because Brock got eliminated, and it adds more heat to Wyatt and shit like that. So I don't know.
A guy called Nathan Banks said, breaking news, TNA is now claiming that AJ Styles backed out of a signed deal to return to Impact Wrestling by no DQ. I fucking highly doubt that.
Anyways, back to what I was saying.
Who gives a fuck, Terrence? I'm only joking. Go ahead.
I know. In terms of the whole TNA thing, I don't really care because whatever TNA says these days is just spewing other bullshit. You know what I mean? So, F TNA, F it. I don't care.
I call TNA tits and ass.
Kitties, don't you mean Test and Albert?
No, TNA tits and ass.
I could have sworn that was like in the beginning of TNA. That's what they were kind of showing. They had like matches and they had like cages of girls and shit like that. I don't know, like back in like 2002, 2003-ish.
Back when they were good.
Back when they had weekly pay-per-views, man. And R-Truth was NWA World Champion. The pre-Hogan era.
No, I'll be right back, guys.
Man, how many weeks is it from now until WrestleMania? Like 8 weeks, 9 weeks?
Yeah, something like that. Well, if I get I might be busy during WrestleMania, but I will wait and see. Once it's confirmed, I'll make a video about it. But
Wait, you think you'll be busy around that time? How come?
I can't say at the moment. Can't say at the moment.
Alright.
Turds.
Yes, Eric?
At WrestleMania, R-Truth will say, I'm main eventing WrestleMania. I will win the WWE World Championship.
I can probably see that he'll probably do this. He'll come on Raw the night after the Royal Rumble and say, I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble match and headline WrestleMania. And then Miz is gonna be like, bruh, the Royal Rumble was last night and you got eliminated. Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's on me. He comes in, and then he comes on this hangout and says, yo, Gerry, I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble and headline WrestleMania. And Jerry's like, fuck off, you weak cunt.
You
Really?
wee bastard.
And then R-Truth says to Gerry, really?
Is that your pickup line? You say you weak bastard to all these girls on.
No.
No, he calls them. He calls them
Melanie, are you
flat.
Melanie? Are you high right now?
I just got to work, so.
Right, so I go up to a girl in the bar and go, "You wee bitchy, get mine up, you wee girly." You know that's not gonna work.
No, he goes up to a girl and says, "Hey, girlie, you wanna come back to my place, you weed bastard, and look at my dingaling, you weed cunt." And then he gets slapped. Well, and then Jerry's just doing that while holding a cigar and drinking Guinness.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
we've got a campaign going on, Melanie. I don't know if you're interested or not.
What is the campaign?
We've got a campaign called Gerry Single.
Oh, a TV show deal?
I'm not saying anything. No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just leave it.
Blazing.
No. All I gotta say is that I'm gonna be doing something on Valentine's Day. That's all I gotta say.
You're gonna ask.
Boogie, huh? You're gonna do the deed.
No, I'm not.
He's gonna do it Jerry style on a live hangout. He's gonna go up, propose to Sonny on a live Skype call and says, "Will you marry me?"
Terrence, if you say that, you don't know me very well. Calvin will
Bro.
know. But speaking of Calvin, where the fuck is Calvin? Get him on here.
Bro, it's called a joke, Jerry. You don't have to take it seriously.
No,
It's not a joke.
I said a joke to your joke, which made it
You're
a joke, which expires into a joke, which makes everybody laugh. So, Terrence.
Yeah? You're the joke, man. Don't take it as a joke. Actually, it's a joke. Don't take it as a dick. Don't take it too hard, buddy.
No, what I'm gonna do on Valentine's Day is go on Tumblr for the first time. On
The
Tumblr.
fuck?
Oh, no,
dear.
Tinder.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go on Tinder. I'm gonna go like flick through people, and I'm gonna see what happens.
Didn't you try that
I'm
one
gonna
time?
record it.
I could have
No,
sworn you tried.
No,
I could have sworn you tried it one time.
No.
I could. You probably did. You probably have it on your phone right now, Jerry. Like after on this hangout.
Dude,
Yeah,
do
you
I
do, man.
look that desperate? Seriously?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You
There's
hang-
you that's wearing a WJ hat right now.
Oh my God, this shit again.
No, but seriously though, I am on Valentine's Day. I am thinking of trying it out, you know, for comedic effect on a
Oh, okay.
video. On a
I think
video.
that'd be funny.
Yeah, just me on Tinder, just going, bitch. Dickhead.
What if you found the one girl that you love?
What a Mrs. General.
And she looks exactly like you.
No, dude, I don't want no woman. No woman can take me, okay? No woman can take me.
I think Jerry just came out of the closet, ladies and gentlemen.
No, not really. He's like a John Cena. He doesn't want to get married or have kids.
Yeah.
No, he just came out.
Melanie's on the ball, okay? Melanie's on the ball. Terrence is like way off. Way off in the sunset.
I'm way off like a bad WWE storyline. But Jerry, man, all you have to do is believe that you will get a match on Tinder in like 2 seconds and fail.
Why would she wanted a second date?
Imagine this guy found a girl version of General Jerry on Tinder.
What will happen?
Then she adds.
It's just some girl with long blonde hair going, "You wee bastards! I hate John Cena." It's just like a female version of General Jerry.
It ends up being your sister.
Terrence, what about you getting your mobile phone taken off you from a girl in a bar?
Oh shit, you got me there. You got me
Did
there.
that actually happen, by the way? Because I rewatched it today.
No, not really. It's just that day my phone was all over the place. I was talking to her, and then I didn't know I was on the hangout, and that's why you see my phone going like, why the hell is showing the girl's leg and my pants and all that for the past couple of hours and shit like that.
Yeah, because Calvin was like, shit, man, don't look at your dick. Don't look at your dick.
Oh, ironically, I seen her the other day around campus, and she said, "Hey," I was like, just nodded, like, "Hey, how's it going?" And yeah, she wasn't wearing any socks too, and it's friggin' -5 degrees. Yeah.
I wear the socks.
That stuff.
Yeah, I'm not saying, hey, if you don't want to wear socks when you're going outside, fine, but during the winter time, man, come on.
I do.
Like,
I do. I have to
but
wear
you don't
socks
have, but you don't, but it's not snowing in California, isn't it?
But you live in California.
I live in Canada. I live in the Great White North called Canada. Shit.
I know you live in Canada. I live in California. What?
Like shit, our summers are a lot more shorter and our winters are a lot more longer, man. We get coldness every single day.
You got Bob? You should live in fucking Ireland when it's cloudy and rain every single... Do you think this pasty Irish skin came out of nowhere? There's a reason why
Ladies and gentlemen,
pasty and white, okay? There's a reason.
There's a reason. Gerry was actually a black guy before he went outside.
Dude, I was in a bar, right? I was in a bar there before I did the show, and I played Straight Outta Compton. Crazy motherfucking named Ice Cube. There was like a load of pensioners, like old people there. All here's a motherfucking Ice Cube, motherfucking with shit with attitude, and they're all just like, what did he say? It's just like...
And then Jerry's like, East Side, West Side, Bloods and Crips, Ireland, baby. Yeah. Puts up the finger signs and shit like
Bloods and Crips in Ireland.
Yeah, it's called General Gerry in the internet.
Yeah, that's Ireland, basically. That's the... No, but it's just like... No, but like in Ireland, there isn't really that many... Well, there is probably gangs, but they're secret. They're like, you know, you don't know where they are. You know what I mean? You know, like, they're not like one of these people, like, you know, has a gun in their holster and goes, yo, what up? Like, they're not one of them people. You know what I mean? They actually are, like, sneaky. You know what I mean? Like, where you wouldn't recognize them if they are. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. But still, you know, I live in, like, one of the more ghetto places in Toronto. So it's kind of, like, it's weird. We got shootings every single day. And cops are coming and shit like that. And all
really?
That crap. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm being serious. I know, I'm not trying to say where I live is the most ghetto place on earth because, you know, I'm just saying.
If you were to see where I live, it's ghetto.
By the way, I already told you guys that, you know, I think it was a couple of days ago that cops randomly showed up to my house or something like that. And then, what did they do? They were just, because apparently there was some shit going on around the community or something like that. I come home from school and all you see there's two officers looking at me like, what the fuck did I do? All I was doing was I was just on a General Gerry hangout. Don't arrest me. And they're like, no, don't worry. They were just asking questions and shit like that. So.
Dude, if you thought that was bad, you should have been me in TAC. I went on attack, right? This is like during like dissident Republicans were trying to bomb the place, right? So there was explosions and shit. I walked out. There's two police officers with two submachine guns, right? They walk up to me and say, where you going? I went, Castle Court to get a KFC. So, like, sitting there with two submachine guns. Why are you going there? And they go, why are you going there? And I went, to get a KFC. I couldn't say anything else.
And then they ask you, what are you gonna get? I'm
You
gonna get a
and your
number one.
KFC.
But the one, okay, so where are you from? And I went, I'm from Tack, just across the road. And they went, all right, okay, yes, sorry, sir, go on ahead. And I went, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, like fucking two submachine guns. Like, they were like, two big submachine guns that they had. But in Northern Ireland, it's the only place where you're allowed guns. Oh Jesus, I'm hiccuping.
You have hiccups, do you?
Oh no.
Too much of that KFC.
Yeah. No, I had a burger in this place. It's called what's it called? Quinn's. Fucking amazing, dude. The food in it. If any of you go to where I live, I will send you to Quinn's. It is fucking amazing. You get a pint, you get food, absolutely amazing. I will send you that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely amazing.
Cool. Yeah. So who are we waiting for?
Who are we waiting for?
Yeah, are we waiting for anyone, or are we just gonna be stalling and talk about how?
No, we're just talking shit. That's what we're doing.
Oh yeah, by the way, Gerry, I was talking to your ex-girlfriend the other day. She said,
Which one?
I don't know, some girl. I didn't get her name. She said, can you tell Gerry this? I need him to give me child support. Pay for child support, man.
See,
like,
that's not of mine because I don't have any child support.
No, she told me, and I said no. It can't be. Because General Gerry,
I slap it up before I slap it up, okay, Terrence, trust me.
No.
There's
you know what I said? You know what I said? I said to the girl, it cannot be Gerry, because we all know General Gerry does not deliver in bed. Just from all the other girls that tells me. I'm kidding.
See, funny enough, she said to me that
You can't
apparently
say something...
there was a guy. No, but see, there was a girl that went up to me and she said there was a guy called Stage Man. She didn't know if it was Terrence, and she said for some weird reason he was dressing like me, and apparently he was dressing like Wrestlingjesus, and apparently had some image problem. I don't know what the hell it was, but he was like dressing like me for some weird reason. He was wearing a WJ hat, and then he was wearing a leather jacket as well. And for some weird reason, he kept talking Irish. For some weird reason, like he was like, "All right, how are you, wee bastards?" And she turned around and said she couldn't understand him because he was trying to put on a fake accent. And eventually, she had to run away. And that's
I gotta look into that, because really, no one would ever tell me, have you ever seen Stage Man or Terrence? Because, as you know, it's not my real name. See, General Gerry, you can't diss me, but I can diss you.
See, people in the chat are agreeing with me right now. It's actually kind of funny.
Oh shit! Then I lost.
See, dude, that chat. See the chat right now. They're on the ball most of the time.
Oh yeah! Shout out to everyone on the chat.
A shout out to everyone in the chat. By the way, there's a big conspiracy about who DCX is.
I don't know who he is, but he sounds like a jobber. I'm kidding.
No, he's not a jobber. He's not a jobber.
I'm kidding.
Scott, do you know?
He sounds like a mid Carter.
What?
Just kidding.
Scott, who's DCX?
I think it might be Buck on that account.
Who, Buck's View?
Yeah. He said to be like a 12-year-old kid.
Some people said that to me. I don't know, because like Buck was on one hangout and then DCX was on a chat talking. I don't know.
No, you can actually. Well, I can go through. Well, anyone can actually.
You can be on your phone and do that at the same time, you know. Do it at the
Heck,
same
even
time.
you can do that, Gerry. You know. But hey, anything can happen, you know what I'm saying? But let's not talk about this Bucks Views character. I mean, we can't give him
He's a
enough attention.
jobber.
He's not nobody's a jobber, you know what I mean? But like, let's get into some of the news right now. Oh yes, TNA claim AJ Styles broke deal to sign in late 2015. Apparently TNA start dates are determined. Creative decided merchandise design and plane tickets purchased.
Are you looking through kayfabe news, bro?
No, I'm looking at what culture. It's all looking
Yeah.
very ugly between TNA, AJ Styles, and WWE. According to a statement released by TNA Impact website, AJ Styles, the man they openly state helped launch the brand, regenerated to a new deal to sign with TNA that was agreed in mid-December. The no-frill statement says there is a serious discussions that Dixie Carter's home is to bring Styles to TNA among with Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. Hands were shaken, part dates were determined, creative decided merchandise design and plane tickets purchased, and then miraculously over the Christmas convention went quiet despite the lawyers licensing a long-term agreement. And AJ Styles camp apparently just stopped answering TNA calls. In short, they changed their minds and told TNA they could no longer be taking them up on the offer. TNA voicing their disdain at developments, but it's hard not to think this is just a curious low blow to disrupt WWE's hype. Yeah, this is TNA's just this is TNA.
It's not true. It's not true. Let's just not really discuss this. This is not true. This is TNA or whoever.
This is TNA just trying to get fucking some leeway, you know. You should have paid. You should have paid your boy. Okay, you should have paid your boy AJ Styles a little bit more, and maybe he would have stayed. But you didn't.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know what's funny? It's funny now they're actually praising the guy for being the cornerstone of that company. Now what you just read, you said that how AJ Styles was the guy of the brand, but when he was there and all the other stuff, they didn't treat him as right, especially when Hogan showed up and all the other crap.
The Hogan, yeah, they treated him like absolute garbage.
Exactly, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's a bunch of BS, so I don't really believe it, and nor we should, so what's the point?
You do know why that is, don't you?
Yeah, they're just seeking for attention. What do you think?
Well, AJ Styles said, I really hope Hogan doesn't go to TNA, and then 2 years later, Hogan showed up, and apparently he heard about what AJ Styles said, and then he buried him.
Yeah.
True story, which is a shame because AJ Styles is a really talented person. And I think he would have done well in TNA. They put the World Heavyweight Championship before he was going to leave, but in my opinion, it's too little, too late.
They did. It was kind of the similar thing what they did to Chris Benoit back in WCW. Before he left WCW, they actually made this guy the champion for like a day before he left. They made him champion just so the man can stay, but the man just said, you know what, I'm not going to be in this company anymore, so he just dropped it the next day. And, you know, he went to WWE and Wrestler's history. And they did the same thing to AJ Styles before he left. They made him champion, and he only had a short-lived reign, and that was it. You know?
What other news is there? The Rock describes Lucha Underground as cool and gritty.
Okay. So The Rock says it's cool, then that's a news? Okay.
Well, yeah, slow news day, Terrence, but, you know.
I don't know why people are making a huge deal. So The Rock and praises the shit, okay?
I don't care about, the rest of, their opinions about... Did you say about Lucha Underground?
Yeah, and I
Oh
know
my
Lucha,
god.
Lucha Underground is actually pretty awesome. It's a huge alternative from WWE, man. Whenever WWE sucks, man, and I watch Lucha Underground, it's friggin'
Well,
amazing.
well, Mexicans do it right.
Well,
So.
got other news. Tyler Breeze is in heat. Heat, ladies and gentlemen, heat.
Oh yeah, this is what I was wanted to talk about. Shit, I heard
So,
this.
Vince
Yeah,
McMahon
this.
has heat with Tyler Breeze because the former NXT wrestler left a WWE television taping early. PW Insider is reporting that the reason for this early departure was undisclosed. Several people, including management, found it very disrespectful. Considering he has only been in the main roster for a couple of months, it is very bad judgment on Tyler Breeze's part, and he will now be an official fucking jobber.
You know, here's the thing, man, and I have to rant about this shit because this is kind of the thing I've been hearing this shit for the past couple of days, and it's just a bunch of political BS. And this goes back to when I heard the news that Vince McMahon has given up Tyler Breeze, and Triple H is actually being the one that's sticking up for the guy, but Vince McMahon says, you know what? I don't want to go with you. I'm not going to be pushing you, so we're just going to de-push you and make you jobber and all that kind of stuff, man. Like, oh my God, this is kind of pissing me off in a lot of ways, man. Just because
See,
a guy...
Vince McMahon's out of touch.
Exactly, and also the fact is, like, here's another potential star in Tyler Breeze. Whatever if you don't like the gimmick
Tyler
or not.
Breeze, that's all I gotta say. Fuck Tyler Breeze. He's a fucking
Let me
Fuck him. That's all I gotta say.
He's a
let me
mythic, don't you know?
Fuck
let me
Tyler
continue.
Breeze. Nobody gives a fuck about Tyler Breeze.
I do.
He's
I
a
do.
fucking
I
gimp.
do.
No.
I do. I do.
He
I do.
looks like a type of guy that would sodomize you right in the locker room, okay? I don't
Oh
give a
my
fuck what anyone
God,
thinks.
Jerry.
No, I'm
Jerry.
sorry. No, Terrence, I let it pass for you saying the New Day. Now you're saying you like Tyler Breeze. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is
So I
this
can't. So I can't like someone because.
Well, I'm joking, but at the same time, though, Tyler Breeze is a gimp. He ain't going anywhere. Fuck Tyler Breeze. He ain't that good. That's all
Like, here's the thing. You gotta let me continue.
Okay,
You didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
Continue.
Thank you, Jerry.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Tyler Breeze mixed with Billy Gunn and Dolph Ziggler. That's all I have to say.
Well, anyways, the thing is, even if you don't like the gimmick, the guy actually does have a lot of talent, and the guy is getting heat because he left the show early. Maybe he wasn't being used that day, and he just told them, "Hey, I'm gonna be leaving," or he just left, and apparently they're being all butthurt because of this shit. It's like, dude, man, come on, like, you know. So if I want to leave early and go to the next town, I'm gonna get heat for that shit. Really, it's just all political BS, man. At this point, and Vince McMahon is really burying NXT as time goes on when he's keep continuing this shit. Man is out of touch, and that's just how it is, man. And you don't have to even like the gimmick. You know, I get it. Not a lot of people are a fan of the Tyler Breeze gimmick, but you know, the guy actually does have a lot of talent. He does have some potential, but.
Dude, if he skips a television taping, then quite frankly that is absolutely disrespectful. I'm sorry, Terrence, I agree with most of the things that you say, but in this incident, I have to massively disagree. If he skips a television taping, it is not only disrespectful to the company.
He didn't skip, he left.
Yeah, exactly. Well, skip and leave is exactly the same thing. He left. He left, okay? If he leaves the television taping, that is his fucking job. That's like me and you going to a butchery shop, going there, cutting up meat, and then turning and saying, you know what, I might not just do this. I'll see you later, and walk out of the shop midway through when you're cutting meat. That's exactly the same thing. At the end of the day, the man has a job. He should have carried out the job. It doesn't matter how fucking so-called good he is, okay? And it doesn't matter, okay? I hope he gets fired because I don't like Tyler Breeze. I think he's a fucking gimp. I think he's a moron. And I think he's an absolute gimp, okay? And quite frankly, I don't like Tyler Breeze. I don't like him.
Well,
Rita.
well, we have to agree to disagree. But hey, I do agree on one thing. If he were to just leave without telling the company that he's leaving, then of course that's disrespectful. But from what I've heard, I think didn't he told someone and about him leaving early, and we don't even know what the reason that could be. Maybe for all I know, he must have left early because of a personal issue. For all I know, maybe something happened,
If
and
it's a personal issue, then that's okay. I
you know,
understand.
but we just have to wait, and we just have to wait and see. So I can't.
If it's a personal issue, I completely understand. But the fact of the matter is, he should not have left the TV taping. It is his job. He needs to do that job. He is paid to do that job, and he needs to stay there. If it is a family incident, if it is something else, then that's absolutely fine. But if he is gonna just leave, then that's okay.
Well, what if he worked? Let's say he was on a tape, and let's say he was on main event. He did his match, whatever, but he still had to stay. But then he just decides, hey, he tells the company, hey, I'm gonna leave early, shit like that, and he got heat for it.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like,
no. But what I'm saying is, if it was a family death, then it would have been notified. Then it would have said, right, that's okay. He's not getting heat for it. But at the end of the day, because he's getting heat for it, then it must be a stupid reason.
like what if again? We just have to wait and see how that goes. So, but yeah, Jerry, you didn't make a good point though. But I'm just saying we just may have to wait and see.
No, it's okay, yeah. Will has
See, look,
something to
see,
say.
look,
He's
we're-
quite
we're-
angry. Well,
Will, what's up?
I got sick and tired of listening to this because let me say something right here. You guys are a bunch of morons, all right? Because if Tyler Breeze wants to leave a fucking arena, he should be able to leave. He is the future of the WWE, and I'm sick and tired of hearing people talking shit about him. So what if he wears pink tights and fucking tassels? Who cares? For fuck's sake.
So
If he wants to leave the arena, let him leave the goddamn arena. He's a grown man. It's a free country. He can go wherever the fuck he wants. Fuck you guys. I'm out of here.
Oh man, I love.
So basically,
Dude, yeah, well, dude, it's all good.
Hey, look, we didn't see. Hey, me and Jerry were having a disagreement here, but we didn't have to go batshit crazy for that. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, if you feel what you feel, then go for it, man. We can be civilized men and do like that. We don't have to shout and scream and yell and all the other shit. I don't know what he said. I heard something about.
It sounds like get out the chapter.
So what other news is there besides Tyler Breeze and?
No, but seriously though, fuck Tyler Breeze. He's a fucking wanker.
Well, F Dolph Ziggler. What kind of a gimmick does he have? At least Tyler Breeze actually has a gimmick. What the fuck does Dolph Ziggler have?
I mean, you could technically say that Tyler Breeze has the same gimmick as Dolph Ziggler when he was a heel.
No.
You could technically say that, except for with selfies. Like, what is Dolph Ziggler? What is Tyler Breeze's actual gimmick? He walks
He's a
down
freaking
the ramp
model, bro.
taking a
That's the
selfie.
gimmick. He's a model who's obsessed with himself.
Oh yeah,
And
that's really gonna get the wrestling fans invested. Oh, fucking fantastic!
And who's gonna get invested? And who's gonna get invested?
Hang on. Let's speak in a female perspective. Melanie, are you invested in Tyler Breeze's model gimmick?
No, because he looks like kind of like a Billy Gunn and Dolph Ziggler wannabe.
Well, there you go. Tyler Breeze, the two major fucking dynamics. He's not liked. Okay. Fuck Tyler Breeze.
Wait. Did he
Fuck
just say he
Tyler
looks?
Breeze.
So he's saying he looks like a cross between Billy Gunn and Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler looks more like Tyler Breeze. Excuse me. Dolph Ziggler looks more like Billy Gunn and Shawn Michaels and Mr. Perfect all in one.
Oh,
like shit.
fuck
Look. I'm telling you, it's true.
Dude,
You're telling.
I really wish the Smart Buses was on here. Where's the smart busters when you need them?
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying. Hey, I'm not saying Tyler Breeze doesn't have his similarities. Trust me, he looks like a bit of, you know, the whole, I don't know, Shawn Michaels, Dolph Ziggler kind of thing. You know, I can agree from that. But Billy Gunn, no, Billy Gunn, I don't see anything from Billy Gunn from.
Well, I heard like a lot of places they say he does, but not like Shawn Michaels.
But then again, this is. But then
Jamie
again,
said
this
he
is a
was eating dinner. Wasn't he eating dinner like two hours ago? I don't know.
I don't know. He said he most likely won't show up. Hey, Will.
Oh, is Will back on?
Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
Fuck that fucking Tyler Breeze. He's a gimp.
I got one more thing I have to say.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Terrence.
Oh boy.
Oh shit, I'm gonna get buried.
Terrence.
No.
I'm sick and tired of you dominating shows. Every single time I'm on the show, I come in this motherfucker, and Terrence will not shut the fuck up. This motherfucker got a motor mouth like nobody's business, and it pisses me off. I've only known this guy for about 3 months, and every fucking time I get in a hangout, I can't get one fucking sentence in because of fucking Terrence talking all the fucking time. When are you gonna shut the fuck up? This is why you can't go into clubs and pull bitches, you motherfucker.
Oh shit.
That's why when you hand out your fucking phone number to bitches at the club, they don't want to ride on the pegs of your bicycle because you don't shut up. Sick and tired of this shit.
Oh Jesus, dance man.
He left. He left.
I really hope he didn't take it seriously.
What was that all about? What was that all about, Will?
It's acting.
I can see that.
I warned Gerry that I was gonna do this, so don't.
Oh Jesus.
I'll talk to Terrence.
Tell him it
Have
was
a
all
heart
a joke.
I didn't tell
I'll
Terrence.
play
How
fun
could I? It
games.
would ruin everything.
Have a heart to heart. See,
I'm
look,
gonna-
bro,
I'm
you
going
ruined
to-
my hangout. You ruined the wrestling discussion, man. What the fuck
I'm going to message him before he blocks me on Facebook. There he is.
He's not gonna block you on Facebook.
I'm back.
Now,
Sorry.
Now, Terrence, calm down.
Well, we all know. If you're mad at me, don't worry. I'll apologize for all the shit that I've done for the past few months. If I make you feel the way you feel right now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for burying and overtaking.
Just because you have a big penis doesn't mean that you can talk over everyone all the time, you know?
Hey, if he has if he has a
Wait.
big, if he has a big,
I'm sorry. No, wait.
Well,
Wait,
I'm
how the
just
hell-
stereotyping because he's a black man, so I'm figuring.
Once he go black, you can't go back. Just saying.
Oh,
but,
good
Lord. But
I just
Will, if
figured
you really,
it wouldn't be a Friday night if I didn't come in someone's hangout and start yelling and screaming about something. So I figured this is the perfect.
if you
Do
really,
you know you should yell at scream at me? Hello.
But I really do feel that if you,
see, Melanie, the difference is you would actually like it. So
Will-
you know that's why Will doesn't do it.
but Will, if you really feel that way, then I'm sorry.
No, I don't. Gerry, you're gonna have to show him the PM that I sent you. I don't think he's believing me.
Yeah.
I don't. I really don't. I feel like you have so much pent up aggression, man. You're letting it all out.
I sent a PM to Gerry telling him I was gonna come in here yelling and screaming and acting angry to spice up the show.
Well, what you didn't know, Will, is maybe Terrence was actually trolling all of us.
Maybe.
I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, I was like, when he came back the second time, I know this guy's you're gonna bury the shit out of me. I know you're gonna bury the shit out of me. So that's why I left. I was like, shit, this guy's gonna bury the shit out of me. But he's probably gonna do it in a more joking manner. And then I had to double check and say, is he really this guy for real?
I have zero issues with Terrence Stage, man.
Cool. I know. That's why.
I know you have issues with me. I know you have issues.
Because Will praises my entrance in AWA a lot, so.
Here, Melanie, you're going for the women's championship in Sam the Genesis's channel.
That's cool. You know, I'm gonna win that shit.
It's Trap Queen, Bambi, and Wrestling Bitch. And then for the IC title, it's me versus Dark Horse. Oh shit, that'll be a fucking good match. Oh fuck, that's right. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm the IC champion.
Wait, I heard Will, have you seen from the chat? For some reason, I heard someone said that Dark Horse jumped ship or something like that. I don't really.
Apparently, apparently he is not happy with the outcome of his match, and he thinks something else is going on behind the scenes, and he's going back to the minor leagues, I believe.
He's going back to that WWNWS shit.
I believe so. That's his decision to make. I gotta be honest with you. You watched the same show that I watched, and
yep.
It felt to me.
You were in a match against Ian Cleveland, and you hit him with about 15 specials and one finisher. And Dark Horse, who is a way better combatant, was beaten with one F5, and the match lasted maybe 3 minutes. So, I don't know, man. Maybe he may be onto something there. I'm just the world heavyweight champion. I have nothing to do with the.
And a very good champion indeed.
I don't know, man. I can understand why he's upset, but at the same time, it is. It is a simulation, so
anything can happen. For all I know, I could have jobbed to Ian.
Him and Jesse can figure that stuff out. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you're aware, I don't know if you're aware, but there's been several rumors that I might join the AWA.
I've heard this.
Now, apparently it was reported on TMZ. Now, I'm not going to comment on it. I'm not going to comment on it as of yet.
If the rumors are legit and this is true, I let me be the first one to welcome you to the fold, and it'll be fun.
Will's the world champion, so that's a lot of praise there.
We're trying to sign Scott Casey Gale, but he's being unreasonable.
Scott, what's this here? Are you gonna sign with the AWA?
Well, I own the WWNWS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Get him to.
By the way, Will.
Sell his stock. We're trying to get him to sell his stock in the WWNWS, but he won't do it. The thing is, he only wants to work limited dates, but we want him to be on a full-time schedule. But he's
get him on full-time, get him on part-time, then get him on a Brock Lesnar contract.
He wants a Brock Lesnar type deal, and I don't know if
get him a Brock Lesnar contract.
Yeah, give him that Brock Lesnar contract. That'll be nice.
Anyways, Will, you mentioned before you keep saying fuck. Mitch Smith.
Yes.
Have you and him had a problem or any issues?
I gotta be honest with you. Him and I think we've only been on one hangout together, and we didn't say anything to each other. It's not something that he did to me or I to him. We don't even know each other, to be honest. But from what I see from the person and what his past, I know what his past is, but I could just tell. I'm a pretty good judge of character, and and what I was saying to Scott is the honest to God truth. I really truly believe that he's just coming into the fold now and participating in WWNWS or Wrestling Guru stuff now because Scott is doing the shows with Vince Russo. Because 4 or 5 months, actually going back an entire year, he wasn't there. He didn't add anything to their channel or their product as a whole. Absolutely nothing. Now all of a sudden he's back and he's on Vince Russo's show with Scott, And even now, I haven't seen him cut one promo for the WWNWS. From what I understand, he hasn't written a show for you guys. He hasn't done jack shit. And the only time, I can see the scumbag in him. And the other thing was, and this is what kind of gave me a bad taste in my mouth, is when I believe it was on this show, or may have been in Matt from In the Rope show. I think I don't remember right, but he came in there and we're talking about something, and all he did the entire time was just make distasteful jokes, and he threw out a Chris Benoit joke that was really poor in taste and just kind of like, it wasn't necessary. And it's just, I don't know, the guy's like, he claims to have been a professional wrestler. If he was, I'm pretty sure he was just a fucking J-Brone jobber.
He was, but for some reason retired. He was for a bit, then he got like a serious injury or something, and then he had to retire or something like that. I don't know.
I just gotta, my perception of the guy is that he's a scumbag and a leech, and he's leeching off Scott Casey Gale. Scott may not believe this or not, but I watch over him quite a bit. I watch him, and I see how people use him and shit like that, and I always tell him, but he never listens to me. Never listens to me, but he knows, and I told him this, he's probably the only one in that WWNWS group that I actually have respect for, and I actually, make it a point to look out for him. And I'm doing that now because, it's blatantly obvious. The guys, it's like let's say you grew up in a single parent home. Your mom took care of you her entire life. Then all of a sudden, your mother hits the megabucks, right?
Yeah.
Then daddy comes back home. I love my baby boy. I love my son. I want to be a family man now. No, he doesn't. He just wants a piece of the pie. That's what I see from Mitch Smith. That's why I say fuck Mitch Smith.
And that's why I got a lightsaber, so fuck everyone.
There you go. With that being said, guys, I'm really hitting the road this time. So have a good show, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Bringer, for being on here. If you want to join again, you're more than welcome.
Oh, whoa! Look at that lightsaber though.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Mel? It's fucking. Where's it there? It's big.
General Gerry going big.
Yeah.
Oh,
The guy's getting. This is General Gerry at its finest.
It's actually
big.
lime green, believe it or not, but
it turns up yellow.
Hang on, I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
But yeah, that's it there. I got it there. My one of my family members got it. It's fucking dear as fuck though for what, dude. It was so hard to install as well. Dude, I'm gonna walk into your bank and just go, give me your money, motherfucker! Just, give me your money!
And then they look at you like, so, sir,
it's like, oh shit, that motherfucker has a lightsaber!
And then some guy just grabs your lightsaber and is like, he breaks it in half and like, oh, my lightsaber's down. Oh.
Oh shit, I went off prematurely.
I see what you did there.
Hey, Gerry.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, Gerry.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, Gerry.
Yeah, man.
When Vic McMahon comes to your house again, use that on him.
Yeah, no, I actually have surveillance for Vinnie Mac. I don't know if anyone's aware of this, but Vince McMahon keeps invading my house. He just keeps doing
your
it.
Closet.
And no, what? Well, see, that closet there's a TARDIS. It's actually a time machine, right? And the thing is that Vince McMahon, for some weird reason, he invades my house. So I'm not in the house, right? He then turns on. I don't know how he got my password. He got on my computer, got on my password, and then starts making videos, and then I eventually catch him.
Maybe he made that virus for you on your laptop.
Yeah, that's what I think, Melanie. I think Vince McMahon was definitely. But the thing is, I got a lightsaber here. Now I heard a rumor that Vince McMahon might try and get back to my house again because apparently he got off the court case that I sued him with. Now, I'm saying this right now, Vinnie Mac, you wee bastard, if you come anywhere near my fucking house, I'm gonna slap the cock nose clean off you, you wee muscle bastard. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. It's that simple.
Yeah, you see that in the next video. You see Vince McMahon saying, "Welcome to the General Jerry Show."
Dude, I heard a rumor that he might actually go through this window. I actually heard a rumor.
And he plays his theme song while he throws his shit in the window. He throws his cell phone in that cell. He throws his cell phone through your window, and all you see that cell phone is just playing his theme song. Says, "No chance,
no chance in hell."
Are you afraid to sleep in your room?
Am I what?
Are you afraid to sleep in your room because of Vinnie Mac might come into your room?
Yes. No, Melanie, I have nightmares. On this bed right now, I don't know if you can see it with this lightsaber. This is my bed. This is where the magic happens.
Hey guys, I gotta go. Talk to you later.
All right, Scott.
Oh, Scott, are you going, man?
Yeah, I gotta go do a hangout with somebody, then maybe I'll come back.
No problem. Here, man, let me know about the Vince Russo thing. I'll join on Thursday.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
No problem, mate. Thank you very much for joining the hangout.
Okay, bye.
See you soon, bro.
Bye.
But anyways, Jerry, you said you make quote unquote magic in that bed.
No, this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, the magic in you making videos, right? Alright, this is the magic happens. He wakes up and like, SmackDown spoilers.
Listen.
You got it.
Listen. See that noise? That's noise perfection. Right
no,
there.
that's your vibrator, bro. You're sticking that shit up your ass every single day.
Listen, Terrence.
That's your vibrator, bro.
Terrence, just because you're a General Jerry wannabe and a WJ wannabe does not,
See, that's all you have. That's all you have. That's all you have, man.
Dude, you're even wearing my fingerless gloves that I used to have.
Bro, you said that like 1,000. You've been saying that for 1,000 times, man. Get some new jokes.
Anyway, Terrence, stop spoiling the fun, okay? Stop spoiling it.
All right, sorry.
This here is where the magic happens, right?
Yeah, we know.
And at the end of the day, you know, I'm sleeping. I'm gonna sleep, and then Vince McMahon, for some weird reason, comes into my window like Mr. Burns. Okay, he just comes in. I don't know why. I don't know how he does it. He floats in. Jerry! He like floats in. He floats in. He's like, Jerry, you bastard! And he just floats in. And then next thing you know, I'm in a seashore somewhere, and Vince McMahon's here and he's making a video, and it makes no sense. And I have a lightsaber, so I don't. Dude, I had to do this to arm myself. Okay. I have the right to arm myself.
True.
And if you don't agree with that, then you ain't a patriot. You ain't a patriot, motherfucker. You ain't a patriot. Okay? It's that simple. But anyway, no. Vince McMahon, he keeps coming into my room, and it's that simple. All right? And that's the end of the story.
Well, you just gotta stop letting him come to your house. I don't know.
Dude,
how do you know where you live?
Dude, it's Vince McMahon. He's a billionaire. He knows exactly where everyone lives. He said he's going to invade Terrence sometime soon as well.
No. I live in an apartment building, so...
Well, I heard Stephanie McMahon might come to my house and invade my house.
Melanie, I heard she's going to come and have lesbian time with you. That's what I heard, like.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
While screaming, just
dude, I really want to hear what the chat has to say about this. Since that left buster has been consumed by Smart Vader, what the fuck is this here bullshit? Jerry always has a hangout going on when I'm at work. LOL.
Who said that?
Sharp Blade. Well, it's Access Ramp. They're also known as Sharp Blades Inc.
Yeah.
I've seen visions of him killing real wrestling fans. Yeah, it's crazy. David Lee Roth looks like Mr. Burns these days. It was really probably him.
Oh
Gerry,
shit, Gerry, look behind you. Vince McMahon.
Major look.
Dude, Terrence, don't do that, dude. It's really scary.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Terrence, don't do that. It's really, really scary when you say that.
I don't know about
No, I was just looking. No, I was just seeing something over there. All I seen was like he does that grin, like, and then that shit, and then he's like, "These guys behind you."
he's gonna come in with his mugshot face.
Oh yeah, I seen it.
By
Apparently
the
they made
way,
a
here,
T-shirt of.
Melanie, seeing as you're a Harley Quinn fan, right?
Yeah.
What do you think of my Harley Quinn poster?
It's good. I have somewhere similar to that.
Yeah, I got the Star Wars Unleashed there. Star Wars and Harley Quinn, and then that one's the really old one.
Oh.
And then I got this one here. Hang on, see if I can show you. Got V for Vendetta, HS Fella. I think it's from a albino. And then that's from New York.
Yeah, you want to go? You want to go
Vince
there?
McMahon's there.
Vince McMahon's there.
What else?
He's on the ceiling.
Dude, what else do I have in my room?
This is a room door.
Wait, where the hell is your door? Is it right on the? Oh shit, your breath stinks, bruh. I'm kidding.
It stinks like beer.
You got that beer smell. Oh shit, it just went black. Gingivitis. I'm kidding.
I'm not ginger. Get the fuck out of here.
I didn't say you're a ginger. I said gingivitis.
Oh, hang on. We'll have a look around my room here. Hang on. What the fuck? I can't point this camera here. And then they got my Banksy posters.
Are you giving us a room tour or something?
Giving you a room tour. Look at them lovely curtains, Melanie. Isn't that so sexy?
Wait, is your room just a square? Like.
Well, rooms are squares. Terrence, have you been in a room?
No, I don't. I live in a box. No, what I mean by that is like my room is like a rectangle. Like I'm just pointing out. I know it's a stupid question, but you know what I mean.
That's obviously my e-cigarette oil, e-cigarette, and then my PlayStation.
Wait, do you actually watch Raw through your laptop?
Yeah, my laptop, yeah.
Hey, I see me. Yay!
Yeah, look at the steady, you wanker. Oh, what the hell's that? Dude, that looks really weird.
Yeah, because... Yeah.
Dude, it's Inception. It's like you're watching me, watching you, watching me. Oh my god, look at the Inception.
Oh shit, that's giving me a seizure.
Anyway.
So what you watch Raw on your computer? You play video games on your computer?
Unfortunately I have to, because, you know, Sky fucking download.
I feel sorry for you guys. Still, you guys have to watch pay-per-views and shit during the like early in the morning, like 1 a.m. and shit like that.
Yeah.
Sucks. Because I remember when I went to England 6 years ago, I watched SummerSlam in 2010, 1 in the morning. It felt so weird. I was like, why the hell am I watching SummerSlam 1 in the morning? And
Welcome to my world.
So I can relate how you felt, man. It's like, shit. Like, you know? But, yeah, and I was only in Europe for like a month, and I never even watched Raw or SmackDown during the time. I was just basically looking at highlights and shit on .com for the time being.
Yeah.
Like, so I can understand how you feel when you like watching Raw 1 in the morning, and WrestleMania wouldn't it be like 12 o'clock since it's like an hour early? Yeah, right.
Pre-show's at 12 o'clock, and then the official show starts at 1 in the morning, and then it's right through to 4 or 5 in the morning.
No, I'm talking about like WrestleMania, because WrestleMania here would happen an hour early. Like it would happen at, because this is a 4-hour show, right? So in here it would be 7 p.m., which there would be 12 o'clock at your place, right? Before there would be like a 2-hour pre-show, so it'll be 5 p.m. here. It'll be 10 o'clock at your place, and then you're probably gonna be like from like 10 p.m. at your place to 4 a.m. in the morning watching WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
Well, here, dude, I'm sending Jamie the link here because he's online on Facebook, so I'm sending a link.
I think I think he told me he's busy. He said he most likely not gonna be on the on the hangout.
But he's online on Facebook now, and I don't know. But
maybe he's watching the show right now as we speak. Shout out to Jamie. And is Calvin online as well?
I was trying to get Calvin on here. Calvin King.
Let me check my Facebook. So what the hell you want to tell jokes right now?
What, me? I'm not a comedian.
I thought you are. You're a funny guy. But then again, you're
unintentionally funny.
Yeah, of course. But then again, your channel's
I'm one
a joke.
of those funny people that don't act funny, but I'm not funny.
But then again, even though you claim to not be a comedian, your channel is more comedic than anything else because it's a joke. I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
Wrestling Genius said Royal Rumble's at 2 p.m. DCX says I'm going to the Royal Rumble. I can't wait. Seanzviewent Entertainment King said, LOL, all of you do is trash talk each other, people. And when someone says something bad about
Jamie's
you,
here.
yeah. Oh,
yes,
Jimmy,
you called.
Yes, Jimmy, you're my co-host here. I mean, come on.
I know. I'm sorry. I was tired.
Hello. Hello, Jamie. We haven't talked in a while. So hello.
Hey, Mel. Yes, it's been what, about 2 months?
Yeah.
No, see.
No.
Yeah, I thought
Jimmy,
I told Gerry.
You missed Seanzviewent Entertainment on here.
Oh well, maybe next time. It's okay. I mean, he's only Sean's views and Sean's views. I mean, like, how big can he be?
Well, I mean,
I'm teasing.
No, I mean you're a fan of his, so
yeah, I know. It's all right. It's all right.
I'll ask him. Sure, I'll ask him. Hang on. Jimmy is a fan. Oh.
Well, he was one of the first YouTubing channels that I actually sub to, folks. When I first came on YouTube, like just watching it just as a viewer, not as a streamer.
Man.
Sounds like you need to go to bed there, Terrence.
I don't know. As of my sleeping pattern has been weird for the past 5 months.
Mine's been weird too, man. Mine's been weird too.
Jimmy,
Yes, Gerry. Yes, Gerry.
You missed a fucking great hangout, dude. Seriously.
Well, let's see. I came on when I saw Bringer of Rain yelling at Terrence.
No, he was only joking. No, he was only joking.
I know, but I'm just saying that's what I saw. Talk about WWE stuff. So yeah, it's just your typical General Gerry hangout.
And you missed Wrestlingjesus and Seanzviewent Entertainment on
Well,
the
I
hangout.
met Wrestlingjesus too, so it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. There will be other hangouts. It isn't like this is their last one.
Well, sent Sean the invite. I said, Jimmy is a fan of yours. He really wants to speak to you. I said, if you can't, it's okay. And I sent him the link.
Yeah, it's fine. I guess since you went on to about the Rumble stuff, I guess I'll give you my picks as to what I think is going to happen. Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens. I don't really care which one wins because I'm a fan of both. But I think Dean's going to retain. For the Alberto Del Rio match, I would like Kalisto to win, but we all know that Del Rio is going to keep the belt. Because up until Rey Mysterio, they don't seem to have faith in smaller guys holding belts. For the Divas Championship, I think it's time for Becky Lynch to get the belt. I think it's time for Charlotte to drop it. It's time. Let's see. Royal Rumble match. This one's tricky. As you all know, that the WWE Championship is on the line. The number one contender spot is no longer up for grabs in this match. I expect Triple H to win. Because as you all know, going back a few pay-per-views, Triple H and Stephanie said to Roman Reigns, well, you're going to pay for attacking us and stuff like that. So what better way for Triple H to punish him rather than, quote, firing him or suspending him than to take his WWE Championship away? Because that's what he wants more than anything else. So I expect Triple H to come in maybe around the 20-man mark and to just basically win the match. That's how I see it happening.
Oh my God!
Here's the
I'm
thing.
sorry, Gerry. Yes,
I'm joking. Like General Gerry, the character, doesn't like Triple H winning, but like me personally, I wouldn't really mind it. But the General Gerry character, he fucking hates it.
But here's the thing. I think like Triple H is gonna come out as number 31. I think they're gonna do some shit where Reigns wins the Rumble, but Vince is gonna come out and say, "Hey, you have one more entrant in the Rumble," and Triple H comes from behind, hits him with the sledgehammer, and throws him over the top rope and wins the championship.
That is quite possible. But you know what would be funny? Vince just walks us. Hey Roman, you have got one more man to face. Me. And then basically Vince just runs in and wins. That would be so funny, but I know that that's not happening. But odds are it's going to be Triple H.
Guys, I'll be 2 seconds. I won't be long, okay?
1, 2.
But yeah, I did. I was talking to I was on the podcast yesterday, and I was on a couple of hangouts. I said that if they were gonna book Fastlane, because I heard reports that they want to make this a big show, and if Triple H is gonna be winning the Rumble, they should book two main event matches for Fastlane. And I think, and I know this match has already happened before.
Okay, well, CMO. So you were saying, Terrence,
they should.
Your idea?
They should obviously book two big matches for Fastlane, or in order to set up for WrestleMania. Have Triple H go up against Brock for the title, and I know it's a match we've already seen before. The reason that the match would happen is that Brock and Paul Heyman will come out, let's say the night after the Rumble, say, "Hey, this is not my idea for being in the Rumble. This is your idea. The Authority brought my Beast in it. My Beast didn't want to be in the Rumble in the first place," and shit like that. Remember the storyline that a couple of weeks ago they said, Brock didn't want to be in the Rumble. He just wanted to fight the champion at WrestleMania 32, and all that shit like that. And,
right. Yeah, some sort of background noise. As for the Sunny pornographic movie thing, well, that's just her choice. There's nothing we can do as fans. So if she feels fine with doing it, well then,
get her out.
Well then, basically, well that's her choice.
Get her out.
Gerry, stop playing the Joker role right now. Just with that laughing. Seriously.
No, dude, I haven't said that in ages. Get your rat out, love.
That's the first time I have ever heard you say that. Believe it or not.
Yeah, no, I know, because usually I say it with my personal friends, but like usually I reserve that like outside of the camera. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm
like,
back. I'm back.
Usually, like if there's a girl, you're like, get your rat out, love, yeah.
So yeah, I'm alright. I'm
Maybe
back now.
I guess that that phrase comes from Ireland because I have never heard that phrase before.
So what was I saying again before I?
For the lads.
Fastlane pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, I was like, if they're gonna book a championship match for Fastlane going into Mania, I said Triple H and Brock, and the reason would be that Brock didn't want to be in the Rumble and he got screwed over, and the person that he got screwed over was the Wyatt family. I would book in a way that Brock becomes a beast in this match, eliminates a lot of guys. He eliminates Harper, Rowan, and Strowman, but then Bray Wyatt comes from behind and actually eliminates Brock, which would actually set up a feud for them to go to WrestleMania. And then the next night on Raw, Brock comes in and says, "Oh, I didn't want to be in the Rumble match in the first place, so you know what? You F with me, Triple H. I'm gonna F with you. I want my title match at Fastlane, and if I win, I get to main event WrestleMania. Blah 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 blah." Obviously, Brock doesn't beat Triple H because the Wyatt family will screw over Brock again, and then Triple H will retain. And I'll actually have Vince McMahon taking on Roman Reigns in a no-holds-barred match. I know it sounds far-fetched, but I think with Vince McMahon, I would actually, I know, but I'm just saying, I think, and here's the thing, Vince McMahon, when was the last time he competed on a match? I think it was like against like CM Punk on a Raw like a couple of years ago. So I'm not saying it's not that far-fetched.
Scott Casey Gill, is he rolling something? What's going on here?
I'm having pizza.
Oh, I thought you were rolling a big spliffer for a second. The way you were like doing that there, like I thought, I was like, what's he up to? Scott, who do you think is gonna win the Royal Rumble?
I think Triple H.
Yeah, I'm going with Triple H. No, I said Lesnar, but I think Triple H.
Which I would actually be okay with Triple H winning though, because at least he will have a transitional title run instead of Brock. I would not want Brock to be a transitional champion just for him to lose it back to Reigns. I would want Brock to have the title for a long period of time.
But dude, it's Fastlane. Who gives a fuck about Fastlane?
Yeah, but what do you want? I know, but why would he have Brock just hold the title for 2 months? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense there.
Because they're the WWE, they don't make sense half the time.
Well, that's true, but I don't give a shit about them.
What Seanzviewent Entertainment said was that Bray Wyatt's gonna win it.
And that I would actually be okay with that.
No,
I would be
Triple H win it than Bray Wyatt. No.
Well,
no,
hold on, Gerry.
I would actually go with Bray. No. Listen to what I think about that. I think Bray Wyatt. More so, I think Bray Wyatt as WWE champion can actually be pretty interesting. He never won the title, and plus Brock versus Bray for the title will actually make a whole lot of senses there as well. Triple H versus Reigns, even though it's the feud that's going to go into WrestleMania, it doesn't need to be for the title. You know what I mean? Brock versus Bray, you may need that to be for the championship. After all, they can have the story and Brock going for the entire year trying to become WWE champion in order for him to get screwed time and time again. You got screwed over by the Authority for suspending him. You got screwed over by the Undertaker. Now he's bringing, with the Rumble and all that other crap. So, and with the Wyatts and shit like that. So it makes Bray Wyatt versus Brock wouldn't be a bad idea. It would be something new, a new fresh match. Bray Wyatt is positioned as a top heel, if they can build him right for Brock Lesnar. And I would actually book Brock Lesnar to lose to Bray at WrestleMania, me personally, because I would want to establish a new star.
Here, guys, I only found something out. It's apparently my dog's birthday today. Well, it's past midnight now. It's apparently my dog's birthday today, so
Happy
I only
birthday.
found that out. I only found that out. My mum and dad only found that out recently. There, they only just said to me. So it's my dog's birthday today. Happy birthday, Snowy. Happy birthday, Snowy. Happy birthday, Snowy. Happy birthday, Snowy. Okay, there we go. Let's move on. It's my dog's birthday today. I couldn't believe it. My dad just told me.
His gift, his gift will be. Wait, Jerry, how come How come you don't want Bray Wyatt to win the championship? Because remember you said on my
He hasn't
hangout.
been built right. He hasn't been built right. He just
I know.
he
I know.
just Bray Wyatt looks like a scurry person you would see, an alcoholic person you would see at a bus stop. That's what Bray Wyatt looks like. He's
Well-
like, I'm scary. Oh, are you, big lad? All right, I'm gonna get in the
Yeah,
bus.
but
I'll see you later.
Jerry, though. Here's the thing. Him winning the belt, that could be a good thing, and here's why. Yes, he's not built up, but what if giving him the belt was the catalyst to start building him up the proper way?
Well,
here's how I phrase it here.
If that's the case, then that's okay. If that's the case, then that's fine.
Wasn't finished, but okay. So here's the thing. He wins the belt random. Out of nowhere, no one sees it coming. There was talk of this Sister Abigail coming, right? You have her be his manager. Then you start building Bray as this legitimate, dangerous threat. You have him dominate every single opponent in that ring. I don't care who it is. Going up to Brock Lesnar, right down to Adam Rose. You have him dominate people and actually hurt people, storyline-wise. You get a whole roster to be legitimately scared of him. That when basically Triple H has to, let's say, even Rusev. Now, this is not believable, but just follow me for a second. Triple H says to Rusev, okay, you are going to have a match against Bray Wyatt for the championship, right? But remember, for the past couple of months, he's been dominating people, hurting people, putting them on the shelf. Rusev would be, and you have Rusev be like, you know what, Triple H, thanks for the offer, but I am not going up against him. He's a nut. He's a freak. He will literally kill me. I am not going to go up against him. Find someone else. That's how you get him to be to the face of fear. The legitimate face of fear. Because the way that his character is going to be, eventually when the Undertaker steps down, if I'm looking at this correctly, they are going to want him to be the next Phenom, to be the next scary individual. So I think that's how they should do it. Have him win the title out of nowhere, be a dominant heel, just going through everybody. Then, and you build up this dominant face, and then they have an epic clash where Bray Wyatt is finally loses the belt.
You know, here's the thing. If they were to have Bray Wyatt win the championship, the first match I would actually book for Fastlane is him against The Undertaker for the title. Because that would actually make a whole lot of sense there, because Taker did beat Bray, and by standings, they always make the rule of, if you beat the champion in a non-title match, or you've beaten a guy who wasn't the champion at the time, but he's the champion now, that automatically kind of makes you number one contender. So for Fastlane, they can do Undertaker versus Bray for the title, and you can have Bray win. You know what I mean? And then he can go and still go on a dominant tear going up against Brock Lesnar or whoever for WrestleMania, and they can do something along those lines as well. You know what I mean? If Bray wins, I would actually not be. I would actually be fine with it. And plus, seeing what they did on Raw and SmackDown, the end of the show with the Wyatts taking out everyone, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. They've done a good job, and they've been winning a couple of consistent. Like for the past few weeks, they've been beating up everyone. They beat up Ryback, Big Show, the Social Outcast, and a couple other guys, and Roman and Brock. So it's not like they haven't been built up for the past few weeks. So, and if they were the case to make Bray Wyatt win the Rumble and the championship, then I'm all for it. And at least it establishes another top heel in the company, which they desperately need right now, since Seth Rollins is injured at the moment. So, yeah. Yeah, basically. Unless General Jerry comes to WWE and he becomes the top heel of the company, then I don't know.
Oh, he would just flop.
No, he'll be the.
I'd be the best heel.
No, you'll be Simon Dean, bro.
You are.
I'm gonna ask the chat, right? I'm gonna ask the chat something because they're all into the YWC. If the YWC invaded WWE, how cool would it be? I'm gonna ask the chat this, and then I'm gonna read your comments. Okay? Scott Casey Gale, I'm gonna ask you something. Like in terms of the Royal Rumble, do you think it's gonna be good or bad? Because we've seen bad Royal Rumbles. Do you think this year's gonna be good?
I think it might be good. I think there's going to be a lot of surprises. Even though I still see Triple H winning, I think there's going to be a lot of surprises.
Yeah, because I looked at the participants in it. There's 15 people been announced for it, and there's still 15 people yet to be announced.
Yeah.
So.
And I can tell you, Jerry, that 2 of those people are going to be coming from the pre-show match.
Yeah, the pre-show.
So there are 13 people.
No, there's not 13 people.
Well, I mean, it'll be 17. It'll be 17.
No, it won't be 17. No, it'll be 15. It'll be 15 because the 2, it currently now, it's that, and then the 2 people then will be added to make it 15.
Oh. Okay, so currently right now it's 13 then.
Yeah, currently now it's 13.
So either way, we got half the answers. We just don't know what the other half is.
Who's gonna? I think we're gonna see a surprise at enter number 2.
I thought that was Big Show going up against Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns has number 1. I thought the Big Show was number 2.
Did he say number 2?
That's what I thought I heard. That's why I'm asking.
Did anyone else hear about that? I'm not too sure.
I might be mistaken, but does it really care who was number 2?
I think number 2 or number 3. I think Chris Jericho will be probably at the start of the Rumble.
Yeah, like around the 5th number maybe for him, like 5, 6, or 7.
I think the top 4 to win it is Triple H, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and Bray Wyatt. Although I can't see Bray Wyatt really winning it, although it would be a surprise if he won it. I think the big surprise would be Dean Ambrose.
Yes, but the way for that to happen would be for Dean Ambrose to lose the championship to Kevin Owens come Sunday.
I mean, he could win the World Heavyweight Championship and have the Intercontinental title. I don't see a reason why he shouldn't.
Well, they did that with the U.S. title with Seth Rollins.
And they did it with Ultimate Warrior and Triple H. Triple H did win the World Heavyweight title and the Intercontinental title. That's the reason why it got vacated. I think around like 2002, I believe. Yeah. So it's not that a far-fetched idea as well. But I laughed my ass off on Raw when you hear Chris Jericho saying he considered himself the top 3 contender in the Royal Rumble. It was him, Brock, and Chris Jericho. I love Jericho, but shit. Guy.
Chris Jericho's off the ball. Like, his promos at the start of Raw was absolutely horrible.
Oh my god.
Well,
remember that?
But in terms of the ring, I think if you have a better ring mat work and you have a better work ethic in the ring, you can, not all the time, but at times you can let your promo work kind of slide. Not all the time, but at times I think you can be afforded to have a few of your promos just flop.
Okay.
We're not all perfect.
Well, here, guys, I've got to go here, but we're going to read some of the comments, the close comments here. Let's see here. YWC Destruction said Polston will debut in the Royal Rumble. Unless someone pulls a Steve Austin and jumps back in and throws Roman out, Raw Roman ain't winning. I can see the Wyatt family versus Brock in a handicap match, or Wyatt family versus Reigns and Lesnar in a 2-on-3 match. I can't really see that much, mate, because it's like Bray Wyatt's a heel, Lesnar's technically a heel, you know what I mean? I can't really see that. Lesnar versus Strowman, I can't really see that either. He's not really as established. Let's see here. Hang on. I hope Daniel Bryan catches. Oh Jesus. Somebody's
He catches
comments
something,
are-
obviously. Yeah.
Why do I feel like
AJ Styles shouldn't be in the Rumble if that's the plan for his entrance?
Well, I can see see that point.
Shane McMahon wins the Royal Rumble.
He's in China or he's in Japan or something like that. So.
Yeah. Well, here, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been really good. We had consistently over 25 people watching the show, which is really good. Yeah, hopefully we get more here. Definitely take that time to subscribe. Click that button if you are watching this when it's not live. Thank you so much for watching all this way through. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me for you watching the whole way through. And yeah, thank you so much. So I'd like to thank my guests, Seanzviewent Entertainment, WJ, Will, Bringer Rain 13, Jamie, Kyle, Terrence Stageman, Scott
Matt from the
Gale,
Matt from the Rope Show.
Matt from the Rope Show.
We also had Melanie as well, so Melanie.
Melanie,
Robbie Battle.
Eric, Robbie Battle,
WB.
Gemini,
Wrestling Brainy.
Wrestling Brainy. Dude, we had a lot on this hangout.
Who else we had on this show?
Like 10 people at least.
Way more than that, I think.
That's why I said at least.
Well, here, Jamie, if you want to plug your channel, go right ahead.
Okay, well, you can find me at Jamie Lee. I am sure that Gerry will be providing links to these channels, and what I cover is basically sports. Some wrestling, some UFC, mind you, that's on the decline as of late. But mostly I cover sports and wrestling and stuff like that. So if you are interested in sports, whether it be basketball or baseball, you can just hop on over there. Thank you.
Scott Casey Gale, do you want to plug your channel and your stuff?
Yeah, shout out to my channel, Willfield #1, Worldwide Nation Wrestling Shooter. Shout out to you, General Gerry, Vince Russo. Shout out to all you guys, and shout out to BB717, and shout out to Wing Wayne. Yeah, shout out to him.
No, I'm just kidding.
Holy cow, dude.
Terrence, you want to? You see, Will wants to get into plug his channel. Terrence,
Oh, you guys are ending the show?
Yeah, we're in the show. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, like, oh,
Yeah, go ahead,
I'm gonna say, follow me on Twitter at stagem_2014. Subscribe to my channel, Wrestling Express, one word. General Jerry and I, and along with Angry Mark, did a podcast last night talking about Raw and how shitty it was in the Royal Rumble. So feel free to check that out and all that great stuff. And yeah.
Absolutely, and yeah, 'cause it was a really great podcast to be on. I was talking about Raw and stuff like that, so it was really good.
You're enjoying the shit out of it.
Make sure to take that time to subscribe to Terrence because he definitely does really good videos and shit like that. It's really, really good. And what was I gonna say? What else, Terrence? Apart from podcasts, what else do you do?
I have my Facebook page called Mark Studio, which I tend to post my videos on there and my graphical design work. I have a website that you can download all my work through there as well. So whether it's wrestling or Marvel or video games, shit like that. So if you want to download them, put them like on your desktop as a wallpaper or print them out or shit like that, feel free to do so. So yeah.
And Will, do you want to plug your channel?
Oh, sure, I guess. I mean, I didn't know you were ending it. I am the Bring of Rain 13. You can find me by that name on YouTube.com. If you didn't hear earlier, myself and WJ will be starting a podcast on a website to be determined sometime in mid-February. So when we get more details on that, we will fill you in. It is sure to be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
That Jerry, thank you for having me on. It's just like what, the 4th time I've joined.
Pretty much.
And made it a whole lot entertaining, I gotta say.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all to my guests. This is the General Jerry Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now, I think, hang on, let me check how many subscribers were till 2000.
1,600, I think, on there. You told me the other day.
I actually want to check this, actually. Oh shit, it's at 1,675. So definitely check, subscribe. We're very close to 2,000. Once we hit 2,000, we're going to be doing a Q&A. What I'm going to be doing is posting a video so you can comment below, and then I'm also doing a Facebook Q&A as well. And then I'm going to be combining the two of them together. And doing that shit. So, yeah, definitely doing something for the 2,000 mark. We're very close to it. We're only like 400, 300 away from it. So, it seems pretty good. Like, it's all going good. Nearly 2,000 subscribers. Doing well. Nearly 1 million views, Maggle. Nearly at 1 million views. I've only fucking started doing this shit for like 5 months, but fucking crazy, dude. But, thank you so much for watching. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry Show. Signing out.